towards Castelnuovo, but kick forward. And Kurt Fleming, great to see him back for the Panthers. And on the left boot, he gets the first kick of the game. Heading out there in the direction of Tom Head, playing a little bit further up the ground. Clark goes in hard, and he goes over the top of him. And the free kick's going to go the other way. And it's going, so he just pointed the wrong way. Free kick's going to go, no, it is going to go that way.
But of
free
course,
kick's going to go to Clark.
We should acknowledge the guys in the green out there today. Field umpires, Lachlan Head, Josh Duffy Sykes, Joe O'Brien. Boundary is Nick Hickson, Cooper Williams, Cameron James. Goal umpires Richard Cornish and Paul Best. And emergency Roger Crowhurst. Congratulations to all the men in the middle. Yeah, that free kick actually went to Corbin Bond. He's kicked it deep into the Killarney Vale forward line, but Mark's taken back there by Harper. Harper starting in the first ruck. Sam Borton ruled out of this clash after breaking a wrist down at the Snow during the week. So Harper's got to shoulder the ruck burden. Wow, that's going to be a big task for him today.
And you look on the far side of the ground there, you've got the Terrigal Avoca supporters right on centre wing. You move 30 metres around to the right, and there's the Killarney Vale faithful. Central Coast rivalry at its best.
Yeah, it's very good. Good to see both teams have great support here today.
So Rick White is lined up on Peter Van Dam's actually lined up on Rick White, so that'll be a great contest as well. It's in a nice scrimmage there. Just trying to work the ball forward. We're going to have a scrimmage.
Who are you tipping today, Gaz?
Look,
pretty hard to go past
Terrigal Avoca.
Yeah.
They've been a dominant side all year. Not only the fact that they've only lost the one game, but like most games they've won have been quite convincing.
Yes.
And we've seen them 2 or the 3 times against Killarney Vale, and and they've really struggled to maintain it. They reckon they're going to need to kick 15 goals to beat Terrigal Avoca, and I'm not sure they can kick 10.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Going to have a boundary free kick there. First one goes the way of James Polglaze. Boundary throw in, sorry. Right in front of the Killarney Vale spectators. Up they go. Over the back head it goes there. Picked up there by Wells, or not picked up by Wells. Once again, the expected grand final. Real tight opening. Yeah,
a bit tense out there, really. There's a little bit of tension around the ground. Everyone's sort of waiting for this to start and get underway, and it was a great opening pre-game. Great anthem sung, and it just sort of set the scene nicely, but everyone's just waiting to see who's going to kick that first goal.
How good was that anthem sung by Claire Sheether?
Great job, Claire.
Yeah, it comes in there now, just falls short ahead, tries to get the fingers underneath him. Clark goes to ground with him, tapped out the back there. First shot on goal, is it coming around there by Pete Van Dam, and it's actually out of bounds on the full. And going to be relieving. Free kick's going to go the way of Michael Bessley. Really good crowd in today. Newcastle City took out the second division grand final. Wyong Lakes, too good in the first division grand final. What was a cracking game, really.
Oh, fantastic game.
White gets a handball over the top now to Jordan Evans. Evans on the right boot, goes in there, but going back there and taking a strong mark is Jared Flint for Terrigal Avoca. Flint now at halfback, looks in board there, looking for Betson. Up against him is Collins. Tucks his hand down, play on's a call. Webster going there with Billings. Webster now, good to see him back on the ground. He gets down in the direction there of Goulet. He looks to be matched up against Besley. Lead coming in there by Tom Head, who's matched up against Clark. Put good hands by Head. Goes, swings to the right. Handball back to Lewis. Bond dispossessed him. Coming there by Webster.
Oh, look at
Elliot
this.
Davey medal winner. Through 50. On the flank. Lines him up. Anti-climax out on the full.
He likes doing that to you guys. He's done it a couple of times this year, but he's a class player and deserved Elliot Davey medal winner. And, mate, he will have a crackerjack game today. You can just see, forget that one. He'll put plenty more good possessions together today.
Yeah, in doubt after suffering that ankle injury. Saw him leave the ground in the first quarter of their second semi-final win over Newcastle City. Speaking of big games, if the Bombers are going to win the flag, Rick White, a member of their 2007 premiership side, is going to have a blinder.
Absolutely.
And it comes there to Sinclair. He drops a mark, picked up there. Now Singleton's in there also, so is Brad Dietz. Handballs it off there. Well done there to Pat Shell. Comes back to Josh Mifsud. Good clean hands by Mifsud. On the left boot he goes. Over the head of Edwards. Shackleton fell down. He's up against Van Dam.
Good work.
Good work taken there by Castelnuovo. An inclusion this week, but he's tackled by Smith. Flint puts his head down. Good tackle by Castelnuovo, not to infringe. Back goes Jackson Island. He gets there, goes one way, goes the other. High tackle. Play on's a call. Harper gets it out now to Fleming, and back they go there. Back it comes to Flint. On the right boot he goes. Pete Van Dam's his target. Rick White up there again. Good battle between the two of them. Goes to Jay Lewis. He goes to ground, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Right on centre wing. No score. We've been playing 4.5 minutes.
Geez, Rick White looks hungry.
Oh, no, free kick there to Lewis. He goes in there. She's looking for Goulet. Up against him is Besley. Good work by Pat Shell. Clark's back there as well. He's cool. Back to Shell. Another 2 premiership players in 2007 for the Bombers. But that's an indiscriminate kick and marked by Alistair Richardson, a multiple premiership winning player for Pennant Hills in the AFL Sydney competition. As Richardson, he kicks it down the left boot, goes it out there in the direction. Up they fly. Betson's the one of them. He can't take the mark, however. Trying to get a quick kick away there. A holding free kick is going to go the way there of Corey Billins. So Billins quickly handballed off. It goes to Webster. On the right boot he goes. A spearing pass in there. Well done. Michael Besley takes the mark in front of Goulet. Besley on the left boot there now. 50 metres inside the 5. And it's coming back to the first 50-metre penalty is going to be awarded.
Nearly 5.5 minutes in, Gaz, and we haven't even had a point scored. That's how tight it is already. Just good contested football so far. Good work by Killarney Vale just to hold a bit of an early onslaught. As he's always tried to beat him. He's gone around the man on the mark, done well.
Brad Deitch kicks in the direction of Lloyd. Over the back, Hever is Van Dam, who read it better. Red with the wind, kicking with the wind. The Killarney Vale side, the red and blue, red and black, and the black shorts as opposed to Terrigal, Avoca, and the red, white, and black with the white shorts. Kicking to the right of the screen, Terrigal, Avoca, and it's Josh Polglaze. He's got the ball. He's going to go in short to the skipper, Jason Van Dam. He's going to run through half back. Where's his target going to be? He goes long down there in the direction of Betson. Down there also with him is Collins. Collins puts enough pressure on him to spoil him. A chopping of the arms, however, and the free kick's going to go the way of Mitch Betson. It's Killarney Vale's ability to contain Betson, Head, James Polglaze and Goulet will decide this game.
It's a long way up the park though, Betson, isn't he?
As O'Brien gets it there back, we handball it back to Rick White. Tackled there by Bishop as he goes there. Rick White's a bit slow to get up and get there. Looks like he copped one in the face there. Coming across is Fleming up against Ireland. Good pressure by Jackson Ireland. And Kurt Fleming happy to see the ball go out of bounds. Rick White's up and about now. Good news for the Killarney Vale Bombers.
Yeah, Kurt Fleming's been solid all year for Terrigal, Avoca. Just a class play all around, and already he's right in the thick of the action.
Up they go there. Will McKellar in for handball. Clover play by Webster. Over to go to Bishop.
Oy.
Jared Flint off the ground. Coming out to meet it now is Polglaze. Great tackle by Collins. Polglaze met the ball. Collins met Polglaze at the same time and buried him in the mud at number 1 sports ground. And look, the ground's held up really well given the overnight rain. Rain sort of holding up at the moment. Great sunshine here. Bit of rain in the second division. Just makes it a little bit hard on the feet, a bit slippery there. Comes out there now. Collins gets a curry kick out there. But it looks like it's only going to go far as Kirkman. And Gavin Kirkman takes a mark. Right on 50 there. Well, it might be a bit too far out to score. There's someone else there a little bit slow getting up. Might
some
be
sore
Goulet,
bodies all around, mate.
As Kirkman goes out in the direction of Tom Head. Can he get it? Too far in front of him. Clark's with him. McKellar's there to give Head a hand. He goes one way. Swings back on the left. No, handballs inboard to Van Dam. Good use of the body by Sinclair. Coming in, Kirkman at 100 miles an hour as he only knows one way. There they tackled, however, Kirkman's tackled.
Geez, that's good. Gavin Kirkman, no fear, just straight through for the ball. Just wanted the pill the most and showed how you should be playing tough, contested football.
Sinclair against McKellar in the ruck. Down to Bishop. Well roved. He handballed out the back. It comes there now to Delahunty. A snap on goal. Out there is Collins. He spoils the ball. Good work by Collins, but it's only going to come out to Pete Van Dam. He gets it. Collins and puts a laser pressure on him. Kicks into a dangerous area. Up they fly. Head goes. Good pressure from Clark. Clark gets a head, goes over the top of him. Picked up there now by Jordan Evans. Kick smothered by Kirkman. It's going to fall for Delahunty for Terrigal, Avoca. Well tackled by Brendan Lewis. Back it comes there now. And Jordan Evans is going to pick it up. And away go the Bombers. Looking in ground there. Looking for Castelnuovo. Over the back is Van Dam. Richardson's there as well. They both meet Castelnuovo and Richardson. Great contest. Brad Deitch goes in there. All over the ball there now. We're going to have a scrimmage. Great start on. Really good.
Mate, this is an impressive game of football, and I'm really impressed by Killarney Vale's resolve early in the game. They've held on really well. Terrigal, they're coming. They've just got waves of quality coming through, and Killarney Vale are standing up to the task.
Singleton comes out there. It's going to be Flint. Gets it back now to Richardson. Goes back further to Chase Van Dam. He'll get onto his left boot. Does a wobbly old kick forward. Corbin Bond goes back and takes a good mark. Important player, Bond, because he will no doubt have one of the tall forwards. As White gets a handball from him. He finds out there looking for Shackleton. Good lead. Shackleton inclusion after missing last week with a hamstring injury. He goes out there in the direction of Lloyd. 3 against 1. Lloyd goes up there. Polglaze just did enough to spoil him. Good pressure over. Ireland picks it up. He's on the left boot. Jackson Ireland. Has he kicked the first goal? No. First score, however, to Killarney Vale. Geez, he's dangerous up forward, Jackson Ireland.
That was really good play by him and Lloyd. Both of them need to be up and about, and already they're showing good signs early. That's great play. And they get the first point on the Wilson Security scoreboard. And it only took 9.5 minutes.
Yeah, tell you what, and there's no easy kicks out here at the moment.
That's unbelievable. That's great play. And as you see, the Terrigal Avoca guys, they're just setting themselves up for another attack. But they'll be a bit shaken by the fact that Killarney Vale have been able to hold them out. Well,
King, that's a dangerous kick, which he made look very, very good out there by Corey Billins. So Billings now gets on, going to come on the left boot. He's getting in the back pocket, kicks up between wing and half forward. Josh Polglazzi's target, good use of the body by Singleton. Unlucky there, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
You know, I thought he just used a battle of strength there. James Polglaze trying to milk 50.
See that?
Good to see 3 young umpires, gets them around there. Good to see the young umpires imposing himself on the game early as well. And a good short kick in there finds Sam O'Brien. Between wing and half back, Killarney Vale leading by a point. He looks in short there for Richardson. Coughlin comes out to meet it. In there also is Will McKellar. On the right boot he goes, but he only kicks as far as Michael Clark. And the rock solid Killarney Vale centre back takes a mark and finds his captain in Brendan Lewis. Lewis on centre wing. In the front of the Terrigal Avoca faith, I'm sure they're giving him a lot of encouragement. Back comes there looking for Shackleton. Hart's there also as well. Shackleton goes back at 100 miles an hour. Polglaze kicks it off the ground. Coming in to meet it now is O'Brien. He used the one-handed pick-up. He's going to get a high tackle there. Yep. Well done, Sam O'Brien. Took the risk there, picking up one hand and was rewarded with a free kick. So Sam O'Brien on centre wing. Terrigal Avoca now going to go into the 50. The target is Tom Head. He's got there with Rick White. Rick White comes over the back. It's going to fall for Brendan Lewis. He's got Edwards out here and he finds him in half-back flank. The next target there is Ireland leading through the centre of the ground. Terrigal Avoca, they've got plenty of numbers back. Good work by Edwards. They need to hold it up. They cannot turn the ball over. And Edwards goes in short. Oh, they did turn it over. He missed Bond and taken there by Corbin. Bond is our sidelines expert. Phil Lewis wasn't overly happy with that one. As Jared Flint picks it up at half forward. He goes in there. Betson's got to sit there on Collins. And Mitch Betson takes the mark. And then we go back to the turnover, Ivan.
Yes, exactly right. And also Collins, I'm not sure what he was looking at there. I don't want to blame the sun, but he just didn't seem to read the flight of that ball at all because Betson just went uncontested, only about a metre or two right to his right-hand side. So great work by Betson to get position. But, yeah, turnovers are crucial. I was about to say the skill set of these teams have been fantastic, as you'd expect, as Betson comes in.
I mean, he looks like he's pushed it to the right.
He's done the old helicopter and he hasn't converted, so scores are locked up. But, no, skill set, as you would expect, in the grand final game, the big game of the year, both teams have been really exceptional except for that turnover right there. So 1 point apiece. We've played 12 minutes of the Black Diamond Cup Wilson Security style grand final. Wilson Security is Australia's largest and most innovative security provider. So for all your security needs, make sure you call Wilson Security on 1300 Wilson.
As Brendan Lewis gets it and plays on. Goes out wide, the direction out there. At the back, he's looking for Sinclair. Uses his body against Polglaze. Can't take the mark, however. Stacks on the middle now, out on the forward flank. The free kick's been picked out. Now it's going to have a ball up. Pretty hard to tell. There's cheers and oohs and ahs.
Yeah, lots of sport around
Joseph
as well.
O'Brien. Yeah, we've got the rugby at the back. We've got the netball grand finals to the right.
But all the action's here at number one,
exactly.
Mate.
Free kick's going to go the way there of Jay Lewis for shepherding in the ruck. So Lewis there. On the right boot he goes, kicks it along in the square at the back. His head, it's going to go all the way to the right for a point.
No, it's still in, mate. Hasn't gone in, mate.
Oh, my apologies. Handball the back out, coming back there now. Billings has certainly got the advantage there. Picks up, goes one way on the left boot. There's that point I was telling you about. I told you it was a point, Ivan. You won't listen.
Sorry, Nostradamus Birkinshaw. Once again, you've got me cold.
Yep. Yeah. So how do you reckon the start's been, Ivan?
Mate, very, very tense. Very good quality football. Both sides have been really good at the endeavour. But, mate, it's grand final day. You're going to see this all day.
Good skill by Brad Edwards, finds Daniel Lloyd on centre wing. Lloyd runs through wing now, kicks it up forward. Down there to Amity. He's got a couple there on half. The ball sits there. Amity on the right boot. Good coming out and attacking him hard there. It was Polglaze. It sits in a dangerous area, however, as Mumford comes in to try and pick it up. He's harassed there by Hart. No one going either way. Gets it there now. Coming out there is both. Out it comes to Brad Deitch. He has a shot at goal. Brad Deitch. First goal to the Bombers. Brad Deitch has put one on the board from an acute angle. And Killarney Vale take the lead with the first goal of the game.
Geez, if you had Brad Deitz for your first goal kicker for the day for Killarney Vale, you've just collected a bundle. So well done to Brad Deitz. He gets the Killarney Vale Bombers on the Wilson Security scoreboard, 117 to 022. Well done to Brad Deitz and well done to the Killarney Vale Bombers. They've struck the first big blow.
Yeah, good work. Not a big goal kicker, Brad Deitch, but geez, he's a very, very creative player. Sets up more than he actually converts. So, yeah, look, for him to get a goal on the board, certainly taking the pressure off the likes of your Daniel Lloyd, your Edwards.
And from a good angle too. It wasn't the easiest goal.
And look, it done a good reward for some good players. Deitch again. He's this time tackled by Grentel, takes him to ground. We're going to have a ball up. Just for the centre, he started pretty well, Deitch. He kicked that goal. I think he got the first centre clearance also.
Yeah, they'd be happy with the start. John Pigeon will be pretty happy with his boys so far.
Certainly will. Back it comes now to White. Comes back to Bainbrook. Gets a handball quickly onto Sinclair. He goes off the ground in a hurry in the direction of Shackleton. He's there leading Polglaze. Polglaze pushes him off the ball. Gets a handball out to Flint, who overruns the ball. Comes back there now to Edwards. He goes back now to White. White will be on the left boot. Good smother by Pete Van Dam. Goes toward the boundaries. Able to recover there now. Good work by the veteran. He kicks it in there. Brendan Lewis is there. Also with his Billons at head. Head goes to ground. Lewis has got him in the ball. And we're going to have a ball up right on centre wing. Grandstand side of the ground. 15 minutes in. It's Killarney Vale 1-1-7. Terrigal Avoca, the two behinds. Another game. Back it comes down to Webster. Handball back to Kirkman. A quick hands back to Van Dam. Jace Van Dam on the kick as Jason's typical wobbly old kick forward. There's a bounce. It bounces back over everyone's head. Might favour James Polglaze. Brendan Lewis gets him, but James Polglaze, he's got it. He's going to have on shot on goal. The wind's got hold of that. Will it make the distance? It sits there. No, it doesn't. It sits and bounces left for Kurt Fleming. He picks it up. Fleming's going to run into an open goal. And the first goal for Terrigal Avoca, courtesy of Kurt Fleming.
Well done, Kurt Fleming. Well done, Terrigal Avoca. Just kept it alive. James Polglaze looked like he was home for all money, but it waved away in the breeze, as you said, guys. Kicked it to the left. They just kept working hard in their forward line, and Kurt Fleming's got the result that they wanted. So all of a sudden, 1 goal apiece after 16 minutes or thereabouts of play. Well done. Great start.
Yeah, look, good work by James Polglaze. Went to ground, and Brendan Lewis went to ground with him, but ran over the back of him and then was able to hold his ground. Yeah,
no, he did well. Anyway, we're going to get it all underway again. They'll start square, as we do in this great game of ours.
Back in the middle we go. Good throw there. Up goes Harper, up against Sinclair. Sinclair gets it. Comes back there now to Sinclair. On the right boot he goes. Down the Shackleton direction. Up with Polglaze. Comes down there. A good spoil. Shackleton there has got the run of the ball there. He can't pick it up. Just listening a bit of tap there. Comes back one way. Back it comes down to Mifsud. Mifsud on the right boot. But it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Just around to the right point.
In 2014, Prime 7 has more footy on more nights, live and free. Prime 7's coverage includes 4 games every round. Of course, we are right in the thick of the AFL finals action. The Black Diamond AFL and Prime 7, your local AFL team. Ball comes in again. In the forward 50 of the Killarney Vale Bombers. He's trying to snap it again there. Can't get it out. But an easy mark there.
Taken by Shackleton. Shackleton on the half-forward flank. Too far out to score. No, free kick's going back. It's going to go the way. I think it was back there. It's going to go. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Pete Van Dam. I think a good mark taken there. And it's going to be Besley. Michael Besley. He gets on the left boot. Kicks out there. Edwards is there. Also out there is Van Dam. Lloyd made a good run at it as well. Hart went up with him. Well done out there. The Terrigal Avoca defence is looking really good again. Another scrubby kick by Van Dam. They always seem to find their mark. Harper gets it. Where's he go? In the centre of the ground. Looks in the direction there of Head. Up there is Collins. Head puts a hand up. Well roved there by Bryce Singleton. He gets a kick forward to Mifsud. But it's all Terrigal Avoca out here. They've got 6 against 1.
6 of them.
Josh Polglaze will go short out in the direction of Damon Smith. And Damon Smith, away he goes through centre wing. Called to play on. Mifsud chases it, but Smith gets it on the right boot in the direction of Head. Up they go. They've got the numbers there, Killarney Vale. Who's got the Rovers? Killarney Vale have got them as well. Deets, harder at the ball was James Polglaze, though. He's able to nullify that. We're going to have a ball up on the half-forward flank.
They're so good at that, Terrigal Avoca. Just hunting in packs, being able to get the numbers around it. Just get plenty of people around the ball. That's what they're really good at. Here we go again. Ball's up. Looks like it's not going to get out, though. I dare say it's going to be another ball up again. Umpire's just about to ball it up. So give it to me, gentlemen. We're going to do it again. As they're pressing forward, the Terrigal Avoca Panthers are looking for their second goal of the day.
Head gets a tap down. Comes in there now. Betts and Goulet, they're all in there as well. Also in there is Deets. He dives on the ball. We're going to have a ball up.
And again, third time they haven't really moved at all. Third ball up in a row. Plenty of numbers around the ball here, though. Very tight contested contest at the moment.
As up it comes there now. Good punch there from Collins, but it's only going to go as far as Polglaze. Immediately tackled there by Ireland. Once again, we're going to have a ball-up situation. 19 minutes gone. 1-2-8 Terrigal Avoca, 1-1-7 Killarney Vale.
Just highlights the pressure. Look, he only had it for about a millisecond. He already had an opposite number straight all over him.
Yeah, real contested ball. So
yeah,
the Brian swings out there now to Lewis. He goes one way. He thought he had a bit more time there, but all of a sudden Jackson Island laid the tackle. Killarney Vale's able to get the kick out towards the wing. A foot race between Smith and Max Mumford. Max Mumford does well to keep it in. Didn't keep it in. We're going to have a...
That looked like it was into me, Gaz.
Yeah. But we're going to have a boundary throw in right at the interchange area. Almost 20 minutes gone in the first quarter. Harper up against Sinclair. Sinclair taps it out the back there to Ireland. Gets a funny-looking handball the way as Rick White. He gets it and he goes straight through the pack. The only way he knows how. Gets it out to Deeds. Good tackle by Jay Lewis. Should have been holding the ball. That should have been holding the ball every day of the week, I reckon, Ivan.
Yep.
You know.
But he just, again, look, it looked like he had plenty of time, and just Jay Lewis just came screaming out of the pack and got him. You're right, it should have been holding the ball. But look at this. This pressure is unbelievable.
Contested football at its best. Harper there gets it coming back there now to O'Brien. Off the ground it is. Now it comes back to Coughlin. Coughlin picks it up and away he goes. He's on the right, but looks for his options. Good work there through the centre area. Shackleton's the target up against Josh Polglaze. Shackleton does very well. Gets in to give him a hand is Evans. Evans looks to go one way. You can't look to go one way and then try and go the other. There's not enough time. As Ireland gets it under pressure, Josh Polglaze steals it from him. Webster gets it. He gets a handball back to Bishop. Good pressure there by Evans. He's tackled immediately as well. James Hart goes in and gets a handball out to Bishop. Bishop gets a scrubby old kick forward. That's all you can do at the moment. Will McKellar's there up against Wells. Also in there is White. Coming in hard is Delahunty. He's trying to force his way in.
Peter Collins come through.
He just met him hard. Delahunty was trying to force his way through that pack. And Peter Collins says, you are going nowhere,
son.
And actually put him back a metre or two. Sinclair in the ruck, taps it over his head. It should fall for Mifsud. Should also for Wells. Wells tries to use the body. That was a bit of miscommunication by the Bombers. Allows Terrigal Avoca to get the ball forward. Pat Shell overruns the ball. So does Collins. Sits now nicely for Tom Head, and away he goes, the big fella. Coughlin's in chase. He's had 2 bounces. He on the left boot has a shot on goal. A wobbly old kick. The big fella was a bit tired from running that.
Fatigued.
About 50 metres, and good work back in the defence there was Besley. Saved the day for the Bombers, and he's able to clear it out there now. And Ryan Coughlin's got it in the back pocket.
And well played Ryan Coggan. He gave chase and put the pressure on him, but no good there. But that's how the pressure came. He knew someone right on his back.
Good work by Pat Shell. Gets a handball out. Back to come to Michael Besley.
Oh.
Michael Besley's kicked that to the Newcastle City Blues brothers.
Yeah, they're loving it. They've got a touch today.
Unfortunately, they're about 15 metres out the other side of the fence. So it's out of bounds on the full. And the free kick's going to go to the Terrigal Avoca coach.
Might take a bit of time to get it off them too, because no one is going to put down their beer to pick it up.
No way. Josh Wheeler had a wild swing at it and missed it. So Bishop now goes to play on it. Then he pops it up in the air. Who's got the lead? Coming out is Edwards. He spoils it. Falls there now for Shell. Good quick hands back to Singleton. Bryce Singleton goes in short there, and Rick White should take the mark. He then goes and plays on it. A big left foot kick. Goes out there. Amity's out there. Shackleton leads out for it as well. Neither of them can take it though. Shackleton tries to get it.
Oh, look at that.
Kirkman. And Gavin
look at
Kirkman.
That. I think he split him open. He has split him open. His head clashed there.
I think someone's lost a tooth, have they?
Not sure, but you can see he's coming off. He absolutely head clashed there.
I think he's lost a tooth. I think Gavin Kirkman has lost a tooth.
Did he just put it in his shoe?
Yeah, just put it in his sock.
Oh, there you go.
He went straight down there.
How tough is that?
That he has just put a. If that is correct, he has just lost a tooth, picked it up, and put it in his sock.
Yeah,
I reckon Corey Shackleton's gone off. I reckon because he's been, give me charged with biting. Probably not, but that's what I think it's going. I reckon he's been cut by the tooth.
Unbelievable.
So that go Will McKellar. Comes back there now to O'Brien. Maybe it's not a maybe it's a bit of a falsy anyway.
Well,
comes back there now to Pat Shell. Kicks it up there. Edwards comes in. Kirkman now stands under the ball. Comes back there now to Castelnuovo. In coming through there is Van Dam. Sam O'Brien's there as well. Tries to get it back to Van Dam. Edwards tackles him fiercely. Brad Deitch goes in there as well. Runs into Flint. Fleming now tries to get out in the open. Webster's moving with him. Webster gets the ball there now. Under pressure from Mifsud.
Look at
Webster
that pressure.
Sits it up there now. Goes at Polglaze. Lands it right on the line. And we're going to have a boundary throw in. 60 metres around from the Terrigal Avoca goal. Currently 23 and a half minutes in the first quarter. Terrigal Avoca lead 1-2-8. Killarney Vale 1-1-7. McKellar up over the back goes. Down it comes out of Webster up against Banbrook. And it's out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Nearly 24 minutes of play, guys, and we've only had 2 goals in the whole game. This will be suiting Killarney Vale no end because they did not want to get into a shootout.
Yeah, the only trouble is that they're probably kicking with the advantage of the breeze though, Ivan. That's the only thing. So from a Terrigal Avoca thing, they'll be quite happy with that also. Comes back there now to Ireland. He gets it through a high tackle. It comes out, the ball spilled out there now to Deitch. He gets a hurry kick forward. Coming there to Van Dam. He slips over in probably the muddiest patch of the ground. Lloyd can't take it. Gretel goes down in his last game. Back to Van Dam. He goes across to Richardson. Kirkman now is also free. Good kick there by Richardson. Kirkman's got it. He then draws. Oh, good work, Peter Collins, because if that clears him, Betson had it and he was gone. Kirkman now fighting away. Collins there picks it up. He gets the free kick. Well done, Peter Collins.
Well played.
Collins
Well
there
played.
now. Gets a hurry, scruppy old kick there. Comes to Daniel Lloyd. Through half 40 goes. He kicks deep into the square. Who's back there? Hart's back there. And Jace Van Dam takes the mark 2 metres out from goal. And the Terrigal Avoca skipper, he kicks it out there and finds Gavin Kirkman there, who then just knocks his own teammate out of the race. And I will take this one, thank you very much. As tough as they come, Gavin Kirkman. He then on the left boot chips it in board looking for Josh Polglaze. Amity stands a mark. Dane Amity breaks the club record, 253 senior games for the Killarney Vale Bombers. Congratulations to
Magnificent
Dane
effort.
Amity.
Congratulations, mate.
That'll be secondary for him now. He'll want that second premiership medallion. He goes down there, the ball holds up in the wind. Good strong mark to John O'Goulet for Terrigal Avoca in front of Michael Besley. As the siren sounds, as they're going to play a 50-metre free kick because he didn't go back, and may put Goulet back into in goal scoring opportunity.
Well, I'll tell you what, they better wake up because, yeah, here we go. Peter Collins has worked it out. Boys, get back on the goal line because if he drops it and there's no one there.
If the square's 50,
that's a long
it's gone
way.
from 10 metres from this side of the square, it's gone 3 metres the other side. So he's gone about 60 metres. And John O'Goulet now, from being not even any chance of kicking a goal, is now, with a good kick, could score a goal.
Big chance.
Gee, they're inside the mark there too.
Get back, boys. Get back.
Yeah, gee, still well in the mark there, I tell you. Comes in Goulet on the boot. He strikes it. Hold up. It's not going to make the distance.
Oh,
it's
coming back.
It's not going to make the distance.
Nah.
And that's quarter time in the Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. And it's Terrigal Avoca 1-2-8. Killarney Vale 1-1-7.
This would have to be my biggest goal scorer read of the year, Gaz. 1 to Brad Dietz and 1 to Kurt Fleming. That's it.
What about the rest? But it's been a good game.
Oh, mate, unbelievable opening quarter to a grand final. Well worthy of a grand final, that opening quarter, and both teams should be very proud of their efforts. Anyway, we'll have a short break and we'll be back for the second quarter of the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup Grand Final of 2014, live from Number 1 Sports Ground in Newcastle. And welcome back to the number one sports ground here at Newcastle for the 2014 Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. Currently, Terrigal Avoca lead 1-8 over Killarney Vale, 1-7 in a very, very tight opening quarter. Both teams playing excellent football, very tight and congested. We, of course, want to thank all of our wonderful partners throughout the 2014 season in the Black Diamond Cup. Wilson Security, Prime 7, Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, BLK, Sports Coast, Trophy and Embroidery, and our good friends here at Bar TV as we're about to get underway in the second quarter of this grand final. Gary, it's what a great opening quarter. Plenty more to come. What did you see in here downstairs?
Yeah, went in the Killarney Vale huddle, Ivan, and look, very composed was John Pigeon. He sort of said, right, we're right in the contest now. Just thought they probably fumbled a little bit and need to be a little bit more smarter over the ball and a bit stronger. And look, and I think, if they can do that, they're right in it. But now, big quarter now, Terrigal Avoca going with the wind. But it's going to be Sinclair who gets the first kick away. Comes down there in the direction. Brad Edwards is going to get it. He's there up against there. Good pressure from Damon Smith. He gets a handball now off to Kirkman. Kirkman on the left boot. Goes in the direction. Clark's there. Clark goes up there. Probably could have taken the mark. Good work by Singleton at the front.
And knew it too when he punched. He just dropped his head a touch because he knew he probably had position to grab that. You got to make sure, though, when you're playing on someone like Tom Head, you can't afford to take risks.
Rick White gets it, comes back there now to Sinclair. Gee, he does that well on the show and go. Into Edwards now. Edwards there, up against Polglaze. Up they go. Good spoil down there. Oh, sorry, it was Damon Smith, not Polglaze. There's Van Dam is there also with Flint. Coming back is Mifsud. Mifsud's happy to see the ball over the boundary line. And we're going to have a boundary thrown.
Mifsud's still got the headband on from when they last met in the regular season when he took a heavy head clash. He's been wearing that headband for that last month, I think.
Exactly. Up they go there now. As Sinclair wins a tap over the back, comes back to Jason Van Dam. On the left boot, right boot he goes. Up there is Clark, up against Head. Good strong mark taken by Tom Head. He then looks to go to Bishop, but Bishop was well followed there by Shell. So Head has to go long. Betson's got the sit on Collins there. Betson should go back, and Betson takes the mark. And that is where the problem could have lied for Killarney Vale in that bit of passage of play there.
Just such a long body and long arms on Betson. He just, even if you don't think he's got position, he's just got that extra couple of inches that most players don't have in his reach, and he just pulls them down like that, and he does a really good job at it. Very, very good player, and he hasn't kicked one yet because there's only been 2 goal kickers, but he needs to start getting them on the board.
Missed one early, easy one in the first quarter. He comes in this time. He looks that one, though. He's got the double fist pump happening now. And Mitch Betson gets his first goal on the board and extends the Panthers' lead out to 7 points.
He loves that double fist pump, Mitch Betson. It's his trademark now, I think. The last few weeks have seen him. He just really gets into it, and well done to him. In 2014, Prime 7 has more footy, and, of course, we're right in the thick of the AFL finals as well. So make sure you see all the AFL coverage on Prime 7, the Black Diamond AFL, and Prime 7, your local AFL team.
Yeah, good mark there. So it was a good mark by Tom Head too from the back there. And then a long kick to an open forward line. And, Betson, Kohler, they got plenty. But anyway, Sinclair gets a tap down there. Bishop's out there, forces the ball forward. Comes back to Pat Shell. He goes one way and then gets a left-hand handball. Back it comes to Bond. He finds Jackson Island, who's also on the left boot. Goes in the direction of Shackleton. He's up there against Polo. Good work by Corey Shackleton. Inside 50, wants to play on quickly. He looks in there for Edwards. It's going to be too long for him. Smith can't take the mark, however. He should be able to recover quickly and then looks for a handball to no one in particular. But Billings will come out and meet it. He then finds Chris Bishop, who then finds a handball that was smothered out there by Wells. So Brendan Lewis picks it up. He goes one way and then gets a hurry kick in there. But 1, 2, 3, 4 Terrigal Avoca defenders all back there with Max Mumford, the closest Killarney Vale forward. He would have been 15 metres from the ball. Van Dam kicks it long. Coughlin comes in and makes a good contest with Pete Van Dam. He then handballed it to himself. He's going to come around and pick it up. Jay Lewis should also be forward. Going in hard also is Sinclair. He gets one way through the ball out. He's going to be penalised for holding the ball. And the free kick there is going to go the way there of... The free kick's going to go to Lewis. Corey Billings didn't appreciate the treatment he was getting. So he then kicks it in there now. Up for Tom Head, up against Collins. Goes over the back now to Betson. He taps it down there looking for Head, but Rick White reads it better. He gets a spearing left foot kick in there. Falls short, however, there of Mumford. He then has a bit of a attack of the fumbles, which allows Flint in. Goes back there now to Van Dam. He's tackled by White. Bishop's in there as well also. A throw out there by Van Dam. Webster's class. Across to Billings. He gets a hurry kick. Comes back to Brendan Lewis. He's cool as a cucumber as well. Brad Deach shows the ball one way. Good option, good use of the football. And Josh Mifsud takes the mark on half forward. He looks in the kick in there. Not the kick that Daniel Lloyd wanted, but he's good enough.
Oh, look
and then
at
goes well done there on Van Dam. He gets a hurry kick in.
He's gone for it.
Might bounce for goal.
He's gone for
it. Has. Daniel Lloyd. What a goal for the Bombers.
Daniel Lloyd, take a bow, son. That was fantastic play. What a great goal. And luck was unfortunate. He took the right bounce that he wanted, but he looked for all money. He was going for goal, and he just lined up and drilled it as hard as he could, got the bounce. And Daniel Lloyd, congratulations. You now have a grand final goal to your name, sir. Great play.
Yeah, really, really good effort there by Daniel Lloyd. I looked the way he grabbed the ball. The ball was sort of not a half volley, but just short of that. And then he went and then just turned really on a thrippence. And we've got a free kick there. It's going to go the way of Killarney Vale inside the square.
Just looking at the Terrigal Avoca bench. Are you looking at the same bench I was at? There's one guy on the deck getting treatment. There's one guy with an ice pack on his face.
The free kick goes the other way. Yeah.
There's an injury and some casualties already on board.
That's Gavin Kirkman down there. I'm not sure they might be sorting that tooth issue out. But anyway, in the direction of Lloyd, he's got the good sit there. And another good pair of hands at Daniel Lloyd. On 50, good mark. Now, that was a centre square infringement there, which, they couldn't decide who actually had it. So, Terrigal Avoca thought they got, so they all ran forward. Killarney Vale thought they got, so they all ran forward. So, we had everyone running forward. But Daniel Lloyd now, he's going to line up. Can he make it back-to-back? Tough kick here, right on 50. Comes in, strikes the ball nicely. He hasn't made the distance.
He's given it some.
It has. What a great goal by Daniel Lloyd. Back-to-back for Lloyd, back-to-back for the Bombers, and they're in the front.
Wow. Daniel Lloyd, we saw him here a few weeks back, and he played a magnificent game. He has just taken off where he left it because he likes his number one sports ground. What a great couple of minutes there for Daniel Lloyd, and certainly for the Killarney Vale Bombers.
I just can't speak highly enough of the way Daniel Lloyd's come back from that broken leg in round 7.
Unbelievable.
He's been back for a month, and all the football that he's played since he's broken a leg has all been finals football, under pressure, but his touch is superb. Look, that was a great grab.
You always get worried about their match fitness. He hasn't missed a beat.
No. Fantastic play there. So good response there by Killarney Vale. But Terrigal down through Bishop. Back to Delahunty. Looks to handball to O'Brien. Quick answer required by Terrigal Avoca. He kicks it long, but I think it's been pushed out to the right.
Yeah,
just for one behind.
Just for the point.
2-3-15. 3-1-19. He goes in short. Yeah, finds Clark. Clark's got Dietz in short, but he's got to probably look to go a bit longer and a little bit wider. And that's out there, and Rick White's a target. Flying up there also, there was Mumford. He can't take the mark, though. Head gets a quick handball off to Richardson, who can't take the mark. Good call out there to his father, Tony Ellis, there, who's made the trip up today from Sydney. Comes over the back there now, single, and he picks up immediately, tackle, gets it out hurriedly. Dangerous area there, picked up by Brendan Lewis. He was leg, but Alex Well gets it. Got to be leg. Good decision. Yeah. Good call by Joey O'Brien, the young umpire.
No advantage there. Just went straight to Will McKellar. He was just going to drop it straight back over their heads for a goal. So well done by the umpires. Yeah,
so Tony Richardson had the chance to go and watching Pennant Hills play in a semi-final today, who he actually... he's on the committee with and opted to come down here and watch his son play.
And Newcastle's just a nicer place too.
It kicks out wide now. Goes out in the direction of Sinclair, but it's going to be too wide.
Yeah, out there. Star 104.5, play the music we all love and proudly supports the Black Diamond AFL.
So it's going to be Kurt Fleming now on the half-back flank.
Just looking for options. Killarney Vale doing a good job here.
Yeah, they've done well. He's actually played on out of bounds. He's called play on, and then he was still out of bounds. So he never actually brought the ball back into play. So it'll be an interesting call, this one. He's going to somebody to go around.
Just have another go, son.
You've got to bring the ball back into play before you can actually take it out of play. So Kurt Fleming, take 2 then. He's going to go the same way as he went before, and that was Chris Bishop on the half-forward flank. He now gets it, goes into the dangerous area, leading there is Betts, and up against him is Collins. Over the back it goes to Wells. He can't take the mark, so takes the next best option, kicking off the ground. Fleming comes and taps it into Van Dam, taken by Brad Dietz. He dispossessed. Good pressure there by Pete Van Dam. Webster's in there also. They're all over the ball. No.
Got pinged.
The thing you look there, and this is the thing that frustrates me, I talk about it all the time, he's penalised Corbin Bond there for holding the ball, yet when they get up, I think it's Pete Van Dam is actually holding the ball.
Yeah.
That is a rule I just cannot fathom.
And quite frankly, there's been probably 20 of those already this game.
Exactly, and that's there, so I'm not sure how they're supposed to get it out. One of my biggest bugbears.
That and kicking forward when you're running backwards.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Chris Bishop's going to have a shot on goal. He comes in 40 metres out. Might be a little bit too far out for him. Kicks it into the square. Out it goes. Betson's at the back, though.
Oh.
No mark. Play on's a call. He then tries to kick it while he's lying on his back. Also, another pet hate of mine. But coming back there now is White. Back there is Betson. He's there, gets a handball. They've got plenty of numbers back there. Josh Mifsud gets a hurry kick. That's not a bad result. And he out of bounds.
Yeah, never deliver it in a million years. He just had to get the kick out of there. He wasn't trying to get anyone or do that deliberately. He just needed to get the pressure off his back.
Half forward flank. Terrigal Avoca's into the ground. It's Killarney Vale, though, who lead by 4 points. We played 9.5 minutes in the second quarter. Goes over the top there, Deech. 2 against 1 there in defence. Jace Van Dam just throws it awkward in there and then swings a boot at it. Brad Dees does well. He'll try to brush one tackle, then gets a handball. Back it comes to Corbin Bond. He goes one way. Alex Wells gets it as well. He throws it on the boot and gets it coming forward. Josh Polglaze gets back and the solid defender takes it and away he goes. He goes out to Fleming, who's got a paddock in front of him. And away he goes. Called to play on quickly by Polglaze. A spearing pass in there and finds Betson. That is skillful play by Kurt Fleming.
That's good
and Mitch
play.
Betson takes the mark.
Good play.
Too far out to score, however. So he goes, puts it in a dangerous area. Polglaze is there. Also up there is Tom Head. And Tom Head takes a strong mark.
Just played that
Too
smart
strong,
Tom Head.
Very strong.
Just dropped the shoulder in a little bit before the flight of the ball got to him. And, got position and took it.
Clark was always going to be struggling there because he was just out of position. The ball just sort of sat up there.
Yeah, did a good job.
He's going to go back now, Tom Head.
He's had good and bad days this year, guys. Let's hope this will be a good one for him.
Yeah, that's pretty good there. He's kicked that goal. And Terrigal Avoca are back in the lead.
Yeah, they're coming in from everywhere to celebrate too. They know that's important for him, for Tom Head's confidence to make sure he kicks that first one. And he's off and running now in the 2014 Wilson Security Black Diamond 2014 Grand Final here live from Number 1 Sports Ground in Newcastle.
Just interesting point at the moment also. You're looking there now is that they've only got 3 on the bench there, Terrigal Avoca. Oh, there's Goulet there now. Couldn't see him there, but that's right, he's there now. I couldn't see him out there. He's actually being worked on. Looks like an eye. Look, his eye's closed up. His left eye looks a bit...
He had a big bag of ice on his head there for a while.
Yeah, look at that. Eye's just closed up at the moment.
Like a prize fighter, isn't he?
Here comes Gavin Kirkman. He's got the mask on. Probably keep the tooth intact.
Look, we saw this against City a couple of weeks ago when the numbers started to get thin. They just stood up and they had to be counted, and they were. So that was great. They might have to do it again today.
Pete Van Dam tries to force. Free kick there is going to go the way of Killarney Vale. And it goes to Josh Mifsud. Josh then goes out, wants to play on quickly to the skipper, Brendan Lewis. And he's out there in space on half-back. He then now looks for targets. Going to be Jackson Island. He's not going to get it as Jason Van Dam chipped him, but then dropped the mark he would normally take it. He gets it back to Webster, being tailed today by Reece Banbrook, taken there by Shackleton. He then gets it down. Jace Van Dam goes back in. Play-on's a call there as it comes back to Jared Flint. He gets the right boot up there. It comes to Tom Head. Marks on centre wing. Not that they'd be disappointed if Tom's taking him out at half centre on the centre wing. He kicks in the direction, though. Will hurt him if they go to Betson, however. And Pete Collins there, he made him actually earn that one.
Just feeling his face there.
Yeah.
Betson.
Jay Lewis wants to get the handball. Good work, Peter Collins. They've got numbers, however, behind him there. Comes back to Pete Van Dam. He just gets a hurry kick in there. Coming in there is Fleming. Also up there is Lewis. Taken by Shell. Back to Rick White it goes. And a good kick in there. Great work from that smother there by Pete Collins. Really working the mark. A good example to all young kids out there. You're never out of the contest. If you're on the mark, you work just as hard. Sam O'Brien goes to ground in front of Ireland. Ireland gets him and then gets up through sheer strength. Tackled then, however, that time by Van Dam. But Ireland still goes again for his third contested possession in that one. Also in there is Fleming. Gets it back now. Flint's going to get a kick, a hurry kick inboard, and the mark should be taken there by Lewis. But touch there. He put the head down. He was tackled there. He's in trouble here now. He should be pinged, and he's going to be pinged. Yes. Good call.
As soon as he heard the man on him, he just ducked his head to try to evade him, but he just got himself into more trouble.
Free kick there goes to Jordan Evans. Evans now on the right boot. Kicks it in there. It's going to fall short down. Jared Flint started very well. He's going to take a mark between wing and half forward. Really good contest this time, and a kick in the direction there. Up the back pole goes good mark. Michael Besley stood his ground in defence there.
That's a
courageous effort to actually go for that mark against a fearsome forward line attacker. It goes out there now as Shackleton leads the call for Lewis. Good shepherd by Corey Shackleton. Brendan Lewis, the skipper, gets it. Goes in there looking for Edwards. Up against Richardson. He claims the mark. Gee, I thought that was a 50-50 ball as well.
So did I.
But anyway, it's taken there by Richardson.
They get a lot of their play out of Richardson from the back line, don't they?
He does, yeah. He's their quarterback. He's a good
Yep.
user of the football. Let's see where he goes there now. Looking for Bishop up against Shell. Bishop flies high, then goes to ground, lying on top of him. He couldn't really got a free kick. I thought Collins went into his back. Goes there to Van Dam now. Up quickly there was Polglaze. Down also is Shell. He's going hard at the ball. We're going to should have a ball up there.
It's a 2-point ball game here at the moment, and it's every bit of grand final. This is fantastic work, and I've been really impressed by how Killarney Vale, they just seem to be working in unison. The teamwork that we've seen today is fantastic from the Bombers.
Good knock there from Harper back to Webster. He goes back further to Kirkman. He gets a hurry kick there to handball to Van Dam. He gets a hurry kick to Pete Van Dam. Gets in the direction there. Billings up against Mifsud. One-on-one. What a good battle this. Billings has got the pressure. Tries to fend off Mifsud. Good one-on-one pressure from Josh Mifsud. Takes the ball to ground. He'll be happy to keep this in there. Good work, Josh Mifsud.
Oh, mate, he's out number 2-1 there, and he had to work really hard for his team, and he did so. They should be giving him lots of pats on the back. Lots of pats on the back for Josh Mifsud.
Yeah, good one-on-one. Two of the young guns of our competition. Good tap there. Over the back from Goulet to Fleming. Can't get back to Billings now. Good smother by Rick White.
Wow.
And they force the ball through. Good defensive play.
Great defence. Great defence. Unbelievable.
Good kick in there now, and Bryce Singleton takes the mark. He now gets on the left boot, goes in the direction Amity up against Jace Van Dam. Good spoil by Jace Van Dam, the captain of Terrigal Avoca.
Yeah, they loved it too.
And he spoils it. He does no frills about Jace Van Dam.
No way. Nor Dane Amity, quietly.
No, not the most skillful player is Van Dam, but by God, he gets plenty of it and doesn't give in. Jordan Evans there, gets there. Good shepherd by Amity on Webster. Good kick down there, Clark. Move forward, hang on now. He dropped that mark. He should have held an O'Brien. Gets in there, Billings there. Should take that chest mark in front of Brendan Lewis. Billings now, he's got plenty of runners. He's got Flint running. He's got Jay Lewis running. He says, I'm going to go for goal. So he floats one forward. Tell you, that wouldn't be the first goal he's floated through this year, Corey Billings.
It's a fair effort, though. Look, and why not? Well, back yourself. You know, like if there's not that many options in front of you, I know people are screaming at you, but you're on, you know, you're at 40, 55 out or whatever it is. Just give it a ping, see what happens.
Might have been happening in your day, mate. They try and use a little bit more talent nowadays.
It's grand final. You're 47 out, Gaz.
Yeah. Goes back to Van Dam. He'll just kick it, throw it on the boot. Up it goes.
That happened in my day too.
Yeah, exactly. Bryce Singleton goes to take the spec. He goes down there to Pete Van Dam. Goes there to James Polglaze. He's tackled well there. He tries to get out. I'm going to have a ball up there. Tell you what, no quarter asked, no quarter given, Ivan.
This is just great football, and it's really good to watch. And the millions of people watching at home on Bar TV would be duly impressed by the quality of this game.
Certainly is. It comes back there now. It's, right in the thick of things there. He's got his head over the ball. That might have been in there was Evans. Or actually, it wasn't Evans. It was actually Mifsud is the last one to get back up.
For those watching at home who may have missed the game before, the first division, just such a different game. They were open. They were attacking. These guys are just hard contested football. Both great games.
We're only early in the game, but it's really got. There's a good tap comes over the back there to Goulet with the closed eye, so he's only seeing out of one eye at the moment. Brendan Lewis wants to go one way. Good work by Brendan Lewis. Really smart play.
Yep.
Smart play. Went to go one way. He only had one thing he wanted to do, and that was to get it through.
Yep.
In the end, handball forced the Terrigal Avoca player to force out his hands through the line. Back it comes in out of Sinclair, up against Kirkman, down there with his Dane Amity. He tries to brush the tackle away. He gets the handball out, comes back there now to Lewis. Lewis evades the Sinclair tackle, then goes inboard to Jared Flint. Jared Flint gets the handball across, it comes to Alistair Richardson. On the right boot he goes, even out further now to James Polglaze. He's got some space in front of him. What's he going to do? He's going long for goal. Brendan Lewis is back there. I think it's going to go all the way. James Polglaze puts both arms in the air and gives Terrigal Avoca an 11-point lead.
And he liked it too. He just looked around, put his arms up, pointed to the skies with both hands, and just waved to the crowd, basically saying, there you go, folks. That is how it's done from a long way out. Well done, James Polglaze. Great goal, great player.
Yeah, really good work from James Polglaze there. He summed the situation up really well. He didn't have an opponent on him, so he just said, I'm going to get it. I'm not going to worry about running. I'm going to kick it long. I'll have a ping long. Up they go. Goulet in the ruck now. Up against Sinclair. Coming in hard at the ball there was Josh Polglaze, but well done there by Delahunty, who gets the ball for Terrigal Avoca. Going the direction of Billings. He's up against Corbin Bond. Coming back out there, Rick White leads in the race the ball. Amity will put the shepherd on. Amity missed the shepherd, however, and White missed the ball. So Corey Billings has done an exceptional work. 3 against 1 there. And then he's got the ball off the ground. Corey Billings, well done. A boundary line will suit him really well.
And look at all his support crew over there. That was fantastic play. Just out. in some regards, out-pressured Amity and White because, as you said, Amity missed the shepherd. White missed the ball, and Billings said, "Thank you very much, I'll take it." So great job.
Over comes there now to Goulet. Goulet gets it, comes back there quickly off the boot there. Delahunty into a dangerous area. Tom Head forces the pack. Back it comes to Harper. Looks to handball it back to Head, but he's immediately tackled there by Michael Besley. Really good work there. Well, the ball's still coming out. There's plenty of weight being used there. Chris Bishop's in there. Plenty of Killarney Vale players as well. It's a hurried throw up it goes. Tapped over the back by Bishop. Back it comes in out of Goulet. He puts it up and under. Coming in there, leading is Smith. Up against him is Lewis. Good spoil by Lewis. Picked up there by Jay Lewis. Handball the back to Will McKellar. On the left boot he goes and just misses.
Couldn't bring it back enough.
4-7-31. 3-1-19 Killarney Vale.
Newcastle Herald's reporting and commentary leads to public debate in the region, and it's a great source for all of your Black Diamond AFL action. Make sure you check out the Herald, the voice of the Hunter, in print, online and mobile.
Brendan Lewis chips it out there now to Brad Douche. He'll no doubt show the ball and go the other way and gets around him every time he does it and still fools them all the time. Good kick out there to Jackson Island. He takes it and like he does always immediately plays on the left boot. Quickly out there to Clark who's moved to centre half forward. Back there is Polglaze. Also in there quickly there for Thing is tackling there without the ball. So the call there is from Mumford. And he's just having a little hold in the ball there with Cameron Grendel. Just a bit of a disagreement. Might have been Castle Nouveau actually in a free kick there. Paid for holding the ball. And it's going to go the way of Jackson Island, who I do believe kicked it there. So Island there, quick played on, looking in the direction of Lloyd. He can't get it though. He's just dispossessed lost his footing there. And James Hart, the ever reliable fullback for Terrigal Avoca. He gets a hurry kick away. That wasn't very reliable though because it's gone straight to Dane Amity. What's his kick done? He looks in the direction of Lloyd. Also in there is Van Dam. Play on to call. Good bit of staging there by Van Dam. Now in there, good tackling in there. Plenty of pressure comes out. It gets out there now to Hart. On the right boot he goes back there to Rick White, but James Polglaze takes the mark between half back and centre. Where does Polglaze go? Where's his target? Heads the target. It's not going to reach him though. As Sinclair's back there. Sinclair's got him. Ball's a call. Handballed it in there to Shackleton, who's moved back to defence. Him and Clark have swapped. And Shackleton there chips it out there in front of Jordan Evans. He should be able to pick this up and go. The other bit of coming to Shepherd was Wells. He's in trouble there now. That's holding the ball. Well done, Jay Lewis. Wells couldn't get the Shepherd. Called to play on now, and Alistair Richardson does just that. He's got Harper on his own in front of the goals. In comes Harper. Takes the mark. Yep. Well spotted by Alistair Richardson. Great tackle out here on the wing by Jay Lewis. Really good. Well, he beat the Shepherd of Wells and then was able to apply the pressure to Jordan Evans. And just a little fumble, just so costly, isn't it?
Are they what? And Brendan Lewis knew he was out of position. He couldn't get there. He was trying to get there, but his feet were just not working as fast as he'd like them to. He knew straight away that he was in deep, deep trouble.
Well, Brendan Lewis was man enough. His man. He had two to beat there. He couldn't go to both of them.
No.
Good separation by the forwards. Harper comes in, drops it off the ball. He likes it. 5 goals for Terrigal Avoca. First goal to Brendan Harper. And they've now started to give him a little bit of leeway. An 18-point advantage to Terrigal Avoca.
That's the way they do it, Terrigal Avoca. They just keep coming and coming and coming. And these goals just keep ticking over and ticking over. And then you do look up at the scoreboard and all of a sudden you find that you're 3 goals behind. So Killarney Vale now they're working well, Killarney Vale. They're doing a great job. They're still in the contest. There's nothing wrong with what they're doing other than they just need to start converting in front of goals. Anyway, ball's up once again.
It's down it comes in now. Bishop, but Webster gets it and then tries to go one way. Tackled immediately, however, by White. He put the head over the ball is Kirkman. He's then tackled and they're going to have a ball up.
Yeah, ticking over 22.5 minutes. Wouldn't be too much left in this half of football, I wouldn't think.
It's been a good half of football as well. As up they go now. Besley's in the ruck against Goulet. Comes back there now and taken there by Brendan Lewis. The run starts there from Coghlan. Evans is also out there also, so he has to look at that. Calling short. Good hit there by Lewis. He finds Jordan Evans. Marks on centre wing. Where's the next target? Important kick here. Run through there is Bond, but he goes a little bit straighter than that. Van Dam falls it. Up goes Lloyd, and Lloyd's going to take that mark. Good mark should go to Daniel Lloyd.
Doesn't want to give it up. Does not want to give it up.
He doesn't get an option, though. It's Daniel Lloyd. Play the man in front. Where he goes, more direct as he needs to go as well. Kick 2 goals. A spearing pass in there. What a great pass. Jeez, his skills are a joy to watch, aren't they, Daniel Lloyd?
For those at home, we were right behind that kick and we could just see how good a kick it was.
That was such a good kick that the crowd at the rugby on the other field behind us cheered. That's how good a kick that was.
It never went over shoulder height, just speared it straight through.
And Jackson Island's going to come back now. This is an important kick for Killarney.
Oh, yeah.
Just gives them that little bit of a steadier. Stops the run that Terrigal Avoca got at the moment. So Island comes in. Normally very skillful, but not very skillful that time.
Not today. Out on the full.
The full?
Yep, out on the full.
5-7-37, 3-1-19. Terrigal Avoca by 18 points. We played almost 24 minutes in the second quarter. As Alistair Richardson, he's got it deep in defence. He's going to bring the ball back in. Bit of movement there. He's going to go long. Goulet will probably be a target. Goulet is a target. He's up there against Besley. Up they go. Evans is there making his presence. A good mark by Besley. Great work. He's good overhead too, Michael Besley.
Yeah. He marks bigger than his size is.
And he handballs off quickly to Rick White. He goes in there, looks at kick in there, looking down there for Collins. He takes it. Good kick and good hands there by Michael Collins as well.
They've been impressive. Both teams have been really good today. I think their skills have been quite good.
Yeah. But very, very deep pockets. We mentioned here before, and you thought that was quite funny at City having deep pockets. But you just look at it, you're still laughing at it now. So
I cracked myself up, guys.
So Michael Clark, he'll do well to convert from here, although Daniel Lloyd may look easier on the run earlier.
Didn't he what?
So Michael Clark is a defender kicking for goal.
Yeah, I love these guys.
Comes in, strikes the ball. I'll tell you what, he's clapped that straight away. You've got to clap him when they go through the goal. I'll tell you what, that is gone. I think that was touched off the hands. He's going to call it
out on
the full. Tell you what, Michael Clark has given that the fist pump, and then all of a sudden the wind just got it straight across and kicked it out of bounds on the full, across the face of goal.
Defenders kicking for goals, mate.
Exactly. As Fleming gets it, he kicks it long out towards the centre wing. Up they go. Goulet's a target. Good, strong mark.
That's a good
taken
mark.
out there by, I think it was Goulet. No, it was Harper. Brendan Harper in front. That was a really good mark by Harper. Almost half-time here in the Wilson Security Black Diamond and Grand Final. Play on the call. Goes in the direction. Polglow's up there. Lewis is up there also. Bond's in the front there. Lewis gets it as well. And there's half-time at Newcastle #1 Sports Ground. And it's Terrigal Avoca. 5-7-37. Leading Killarney Vale. 3-1-19. 4 goals in that quarter to Terrigal Avoca. 2 goals both to Daniel Lloyd for Killarney Vale. But it's going to be the Panthers who's going to take an 18-point lead into the long break.
Yeah, goal kickers for Killarney Vale. 1 to Brad Dietz and 2 to Daniel Lloyd. For Terrigal Avoca, 5 goal kickers altogether. James Polglaze, Kurt Fleming, Brendan Harper, Mitch Betson and Tom Head all have 1 apiece in what has been a fantastic opening half of this grand final. No doubt, plenty more action to come from both teams, and they would both think they're in with a big chance. John Pidgeon would be pretty happy where they are, but they do need to start converting in front, Gaz, and we've got a good second half ahead of us.
Yeah, look, I think the next quarter is going to be vital for Killarney Vale. They've got the advantage of the win. They need to actually keep it. They can't afford to lose the next quarter by 1 or 2 goals because then that puts them 5 goals behind, even though you play well. So you're going to need to try and win the quarter by 1 or 2 goals, be in striking distance the last quarter, and I think then you'll see the Bombers. They've come home really well in both their finals so far. So, fitness is not a problem.
Absolutely. Well, folks, we'll have a small break. Go and get yourself a beverage, a drink, a bit of food, whatever you want, and settle in because this is going to be a cracking finish to the 2014 Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup season. Terrigal Avoca, 5-7-37 over Killarney Vale, 3-1-19. Here, live from #1 Sports Ground in Newcastle. We'll be back very soon. Welcome back to the #1 sports ground here in Newcastle for the second half of the 2014 Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup Grand Final. Terrigal Avoca currently lead 5-7-37 over Killarney Vale, 3-1-19 in what's been a fantastic opening half of this Grand Final, and we're looking forward to an even better second half. Gary, looking good. What were your thoughts as you wandered around down? What were the punters saying down there?
Yeah, look, the Killarney Vale crowd, they're reasonably happy that they're still close to, at half time. There's no doubt about that. But this is the big quarter, though. Premiership quarter, and we're in a premiership now. As up they go. Besley's in the ruck there against Goulet. Goulet has a pretty of a hard landing, but he got the tap down there. Besley goes back in to pick it up there. On the ground in there is Harper. Also in there is Wells for Killarney Vale. And we're going to have a ball up.
Yeah, it is very encouraging. John Pigeon would be pretty happy that they're still within only 3 goals. But they still have to win it. It's not about how much can you lose by, it's how much you want to win by.
Exactly. Holding the ball there. Free kick's going to go the way of Michael Besley. So Besley on the left boot he goes in the direction of Brad Deach. Up against Damon Smith. Good spoil by Smith. Foot race now in between Deach and Smith. Deach went to stop Smith. Knew he didn't have the pace, but then missed him. Handball back to Josh Polgo. Been solid down back. He has. Shows the ball one way and then gets on his right boot. Kicks it towards flank. Up flying high there is Sinclair. And he takes the mark and then plays on and then blazes the ball into the crowd.
Wow.
He did the really hard work then,
Yeah.
And then, not sure whether he didn't think he was going to be paid the mark or whatever, but then went and kicked the ball a very long way, effectively.
BLK, the official apparel supplier to the Richmond Tigers and Brisbane Lions, an exclusive on-field apparel supplier to the Black Diamond AFL. BLK, beyond limits known.
Yep, good to see BLK on board with the Black Diamond AFLs, also with the Richmond Tigers. Down it comes then now. Out it comes back to Betson, spoiled there by Collins. Evans is in there, tackled by Flint, and we'll have a ball up. A bit of silence around the ground at the moment.
Yep. Everyone's just had a nice feed here. Well done to the late Macquarie Dockers for doing a great job in the canteen. Can cook a mean barbecue down there.
They can. Do you have the Dockers burger?
I did not. I saw one. I got a bit scared.
Oh, I couldn't eat a Dockers burger. Everything on the barbecue. Is then there. Well, tackled there by Polglaze. Gets a handball back. It comes to Pete Van Dam. On the way to Tom Head. He kicks it up high. Standing underneath it is Betson. Plenty of high flyers up there. Coming back there now with free.
He's found something there. Not sure what it was.
Interesting call.
But Mitch Betson's going to be the recipient of the charity, so...
I'm not sure how he was shepherded out when he actually went for the mark.
I don't know.
Anyway, he's got a free kick there.
I'll have to watch it back on the Bar TV replay.
And tell you what, doesn't get any better than the Bar TV replay either, just let me tell you that. As Mitch Betson's going to line up. He's already kicked one. In a difficult angle there. Comes in. Terrigal kicks in the man of the mark. Pete Collins works the mark really well. I think it does there. Picked up there now by Jackson Island. Takes it over the line in the back pocket.
He's had about 2 or 3 of those today, hasn't he?
Yeah, just really works the mark exceptionally well.
Yep.
The boundary throw in, forward pocket. Terrigal Avoca's end of the ground. Currently leading by 18 points. 2.5 minutes into the third quarter as Betson has a snap this time. Kicks it up in the air. Billings is there. Lewis is there. Good work by Brendan Lewis. Kicked off the ground by Shell as he goes to ground. Corey Billings, great handball over the top. Kurt Fleming for the second time today runs into an open goal. And first goal on the board in the third quarter to the Terrigal Avoca Panthers.
Yeah, good work, Kurt Fleming. Good work for the Terrigal Avoca forward line once again, just working as a team. Bit unfortunate, a couple of the Bombers went down to ground, but luck's of fortune for Kurt Fleming as he was the Johnny on the spot, running in and belting a beautiful goal to get his second for the day.
Yeah, really good work there by Corey Billings, the youngster there. Very composed. He was able to sum up the situation really well. Got a nice hand. He could have blazed away in the boot, but saw Fleming in a better position. Good handball, finds the target, and then Fleming was able to run into an open goal. And 4 goals of margin now. Killarney Vale with the work to do.
Yeah, scoreboard pressure really starting to come down now on the Bombers. When you've only kicked 3 and you've got to kick 4 to get square, you know you're starting to get in a bit of trouble.
As up they go again. Goulet in the ruck against Besley. Goulet jumps over the top of him. It comes down there to Brad Deach. He slips a handball off. It comes to Brendan Lewis. Goes in short there. Misses Rick White. Jordan Evans runs into that. He fumbles the ball at the crucial time. Good little hand again by Billings. Too slick for Jared Flint. Rick White goes in at 100 miles an hour. Jordan Evans is also in there. He gets it out there. Picked up there by Billings. He tries to go through the pack. Well done, Corey Billings. He's tackled, however. Ball underneath him. And we're going to have a ball up.
You can't question their endeavour, though, Killarney Vale. They've just been really hard at it. Sometimes just the little things that they can't get, like an extra man on the ball, but they've been really good all day, just going hard.
At the moment, it's just getting that clean ball through the middle.
Yep.
I think it's probably just where Terrigal Avoca have been able to really tighten up around that.
Yes.
Every possession at the moment really seems to be under pressure.
Yep.
And then also with a well-structured defence, you need clean ball through the middle to make the most of those opportunities. So just need to try and manufacture that. So Goulet in the ruck now against Besley. Good jump by Besley. Gets a tap down as far as Bishop. The stronger body in there. Corbin Bond goes over it. Simon Brand, that's a flick through the legs. Grabbed by Besley. Back it comes now to Rick White. Rick White on the left boot. Goes forward. Clark's down there. Jace Van Dam's down there as well. Very solid. No mark. That was probably more of a mark. But doesn't worry, Jace Van Dam. He's able to slip a quick handball off to Josh Polglaze. If they work well. Look in there for Tom Head. Up he goes. Well done,
Tommy
Jace
Head.
Van Dam. Really, really good play down deep in defence. And Tom Head is now going to go back. He's kicked one as Head. He'll now go back and really put the margin out to a 5-goal advantage. Richardson made good position too. Well done, Alistair Richardson. Unselfish play also by Tom Head. And Richardson now is going to have a shot on goal. Bit closer. Not sure if Head might have been more of a chance to kick the goal from where he was distance-wise. Because this will be right on Alistair Richardson's distance, given the wind that he'll be kicking into.
He'll kick this.
Righto. There you go. Take everything back I just said.
He'll kick it.
Righto. So he comes in. He'll kick right on 50. Runs through 50. Kicks it there now. Floats it up. It's going to land at the top of the square, so he won't kick it. Although he did kick it, just won't kick a goal.
I was going to say, I was right.
Back it come to Pat Shell. Gets out of the dangerous area there now. They've already got a couple of goals from this margin. Lying over the ball. Going to have a ball up.
Really need to hold now the Killarney Vale defence. They're just creaking under the weight of the class of the Terrigal Avoca Panthers.
They certainly can smell blood in the water at the moment, Terrigal Avoca. Killarney Vale need to withstand it. We always say when you're playing against your Terrigal Avocas in your Newcastle City, you know that they're going to come at you with a 20 minutes of really good football. Now, if you can withstand that, you're right in the game. But at the same time, they can blow you away in that same period of time. Killarney Vale were able to withstand that against City last week. Can they do the same against Terrigal Avoca today? As I said, don't need to win the game this quarter, just need to be within striking distance. As Collins goes up in the ruck there, also up there against Betson, tapped out the back there, hurry kick coming in there. Collins comes in, meets it hard running at the ball there was Alex Wells. He only knows one way, and that's straight at it. Who's diving on the ball? They've called ball, and the free kick's there. He's going to go against Mitch Betson, and once again, what can you do?
Not a lot, just follow the umpire's instructions, Gaz.
Yes. As Brad Deitch gets the ball. Goes that direction. Clark is out there. Going to be a free kick play. No, play-on's a call. Kicks it long in there. Sinclair goes, come back to a Terrigal Avoca there. Good tackle there. Tries to get a kick away there to Billings. Going to ground there. Handball comes out the back to Bishop on the left boot. He's got it. He's got it through the coach.
He's got it through. Can you
believe it? Goal to Chris Bishop. Just through sheer perseverance.
Pretty lucky too. Like he just got it on his toe. It bounced down when the defender went underneath him and just snuck inside the left-hand goalpost. Missed the padding and went through. Did a good job. Chris Bishop deserves a goal in the grand final, you think, for all the hard work he's put in this year.
Yeah, he certainly does. Good to see him back. Missed last year's finals, or missed most of the half of last year with a knee reconstruction. He's come back this year, and now he's probably not playing at his best football, but he's certainly a very, very courageous and inspirational leader, as Corey Billings has a spell. And his pressure up forward has been fantastic today for Terrigal Avoca.
They're out to 5 goals now, guys.
So does Goulet doing the work in the ruck there now. They need to respond quickly as Besley goes to ground. Rick White picks it up, gets it hurriedly quick in there. Lloyd up against Hart, 1-on-1. That's what they need. They need more of that work.
Yep.
The quick clearance out there and give Daniel Lloyd a chance 1-on-1.
He just looks good when he gets the ball coming to Daniel Lloyd. He just looks good, and he can convert for them. And he's the man that's going to win this grand final. But his midfielders need to get the ball out of the midfield and to him every time they can.
Important kick here for Daniel Lloyd. Comes in. Oh.
Wow. How many times have we talked them up, guys?
Yeah, they can't afford to be missing those opportunities. No. A good mark.
But that's what happens in football. That little bit of pressure. Daniel Lloyd would probably kick 100 of those at training and wouldn't miss one.
Yep.
Put him out on a grand final when he's 5 goals down. That's what happens.
It's going to be Cameron Grandel who's going to bring the ball back in. Pete Van Dam makes a lead. He goes a little bit longer than that, looking for Goulet and Harper. Down there also is Edwards. Edwards takes him. Good work taken by Brad Edwards.
Not played.
Plays on the mark. I think Pete Van Dam had that.
Not paid. Gets up very gingerly.
Yep. Throws the ball up. Besley up there against Goulet. Comes out of bounds for a boundary throw in.
Well, at least they're at the right end of the park at the moment.
Certainly up.
Plenty of time.
Over comes Goulet, has a look there. Tapped over the back there. Goes to Bishop. He there runs into Misfit. Also there is Lewis. Holds the ball up and gets a quick hand back to Smith. Back to Fleming. Away go the Panthers. Through half back they go. Up to half forward. Tom heads the target up against Sinclair. A good knock by Sinclair. Kirkman tries to take it, but Sinclair intercepts again. Back it comes now to Rick White. Handball across it comes to O'Brien. Back it comes to Sinclair. Comes out there now. All Terrigal Avoca as Van Dam, although Amity comes in for Killarney Vale. Van Dam both goes to ground. Gets it back to Bishop. A speculative handball over his head to Kirkman. Comes back to Damon Smith. They just working the ball just through sheer will at the moment. Ball bounce awkwardly for Tom Head and also for Singleton. It's kicked out there. Well done, Peter Collins against Polglaze. Leading now his head for the race. The ball coming out with him is Singleton. He goes to ground. Picked up out there also under his Webster. Take it with Banbrook, who's followed him everywhere today. Handball from Josh Polglaze against to O'Brien. Great pressure by the Bombers. Really, really good work to able to withstand that, but also credit also to the Panthers.
Geez, you see when the Terrigal Avoca start running it through the middle of the park, they look really good, and the Bombers did a fantastic job just holding that one out.
Interesting that Bryce Singleton hasn't been moved forward today. As Fleming has a shot on goal, misses to the left. So kick 4 goals after moving forward, probably after half time or last week against Newcastle City. Still been in defence all day. He's a goal kicker. He's elusive up forward, but definitely well worth an opportunity to try and get some more scoring power up there. As Dame Amity takes the mark in the back pocket. Betson's on the mark. 30 points the advantage at the moment. 11 minutes gone. Third quarter. Goes in the centre there looking for Jackson Island. He tries to fend off one. He's in trouble here. Should be penalised for holding the ball, and it is. He went to fend off one player and then ran into Damon Smith. Handballs it off quickly to Bishop. Goes to Spall, looks in there. Going to fall back there to Bryce Singleton. He gets it away. He goes quickly kicking out there to Shackleton. Shackleton should be able to get it and go. No, it goes too long for him. Smith now going to put him under pressure. But Shackleton on the left boot gets in the direction of Lloyd. Lloyd should take that mark, and he does. Good kick by Corey Shackleton. But they've got no one back there. There is no one back there. Got 50. Didn't call play on. Tell you what, that's a nice kick.
It was a very good kick, but that's all. In fact, it was the only option he had. If it was play on, there were 4 Terrigal Avoca defenders straight back into that 50, and not one Killarney Vale Bomber went forward with them. But the best result for the Bombers was the one they got, which was a 50.
Because actually the thing was, when I actually saw him actually play on and I looked up and all I saw was Terrigal Avoca defenders, I thought, well, geez, I'm not sure why he's doing that because it's just going to be a turnover. But he's got the 50-metre free kick. He's got to convert this time, Daniel Lloyd. He comes in that time. Goal number 3 to Daniel Lloyd.
That's better.
He's certainly been a very productive forward and a dangerous avenue for the Bombers. And that brings the margin back to 4 goals. And they're still hanging in there, Killarney Vale.
Well, Killarney Vale just need a couple more of their players to stand up and say, gentlemen, this is a grand final. We can't afford, there is no next week. We can't afford to sit back and let someone else do the work. Rick White's trying hard. Daniel Lloyd's doing his best up front. Corey Shackleton's giving it a fair crack. They need some extra support.
Yeah, gee, if you can get Rick White, Josh Mifsud, you can also get Jackson I. If they can all lift 5%, tell you what, they're right. And they should be really taking heart from this. They are really competing extremely hard. And a bit of luck goes their way. A few bounce of the ball, the odd decision here or there, and then they can convert and get the next goal. All of a sudden, that just keeps them really present. Keeps Terrigal Avoca in a position where they might think, gee, we're going to lose the game.
Well, it just puts a bit of doubt. They've given everything they possibly can, and they've still got their opposition on their tails. That really starts playing with the mind about what else do we have to do here, boys? Because
at the beginning of the game, John Pigeon's aim certainly would have been, obviously, to win the game, but for his side, prior to that, is to be still in the game at three-quarter time. He would want to take the game as deep as possible. As Jay Lewis gets it out of the pack, handballs it back to Webster, tackled by Evans, good work from that. Kick off the ground now by Wells. A foot race comes up. As Clark now up against Polglaze. Clark goes to ground. Polglaze keeps his feet. Hart goes in to give him a hand. He's immediately tackled, however. Webster picks it up and quick hands back. It goes to O'Brien. O'Brien the left boot. Goulet's his target up against Besley.
That's a solid.
Strong mark there by John O'Goulet and a solid landing there as well. As Goulet gets up there, kicks it inboard, going it there, looking for Delahunty. Play on's a call. Amity gets it. Handball off, quickly comes back there. Delahunty goes in for the second grab. Back it comes now for Max Mumford. He gets it on the right boot, kicks it over his head, and Michael Besley takes a mark on centre wing.
He's been good.
He has been good. Undersized ruckman. He kicks it now off the one step, goes in, should find Alex Wells out deep on the half-forward flank. Probably a kick and a half, 2 kicks from goal. He now goes in direction there. Leading out is Lloyd. Richardson falls in there. Lloyd able to affect the spoil. He's there tackle. Play on's a call there. Lewis gets it there. He's going to run into tackle. He gets a hurried handball out. They need more troops in there. Well done is Brad Deets. He then forces his way forward. He dives, falls forward. No free kick in that one. Alistair Richardson over the ball there. They're trying to get it out there. Coming in from both sides. We're going to have a ball up. Really immense pressure at the moment. I reckon at the moment, I think Killarney Vale got some belief at the moment, Ivan.
Yeah, you just see this.
The
They're still just hanging in there, aren't they? And the longer this goes on, if they get another one here, all of a sudden within 3 straight kicks, that's going to bode very well for them.
I think they're competing really well. I think they've just got a bit of belief. They can just get that scoreboard pressure to convert that belief into goals. I think they could be a ball play. Oh, there's a call. This could hurt us. Polglay steals it from White. Polglay one-on-one. Betson up against Edwards. Harper, against Edwards. Good work there by Brendan Harper. And that hurts from one end of the ground to the other.
Yep.
And Harper's able to kick his second goal and kick the margin back out to five goals.
It's always the danger, isn't it, Gaz? You can have all the play at the front end of your attack if you want, but if you don't do anything with it for 3 or 4 minutes, Terrigal Avoca can go bang, bang, 2 kicks and down the end of the park for a goal themselves within 10 seconds. So that's always the danger with this side. Yeah,
disappointing for the Bombers there. Rick White tried to get around there, was just dispossessed. Ball lands in the arms of James Polglade. Away he goes, and one-on-one in the forward 50. Just gave him that advantage because Harper's going to be hard to beat when the ball's kicked to his advantage.
And great delivery by James Polglade. Kicked it perfectly where he had to. Got it over the defender's head and gave Harper every opportunity, and he took and made the most of it.
So 16 minutes gone, third quarter. Terrigal Avoca 8-8-56. Killarney Vale 4-2-26. 30 points the margin at the moment. It's Goulet. He's going to do the ruck work, this time up against Sinclair. Back it comes now to Rick White. Out it comes to the vacant centre wing area. Shackleton running out there also with Jared Flint. Jared Flint gets there first. He goes back there. Rick White's chasing him, and Rick White puts some real good pressure. Well done, Rick White. Plenty of intent there. Well done to Will McKellar. Good athleticism shown by the big man. Back it comes there now as Webster takes a good mark instead of Castelnuovo. And James Webster done some good things, not his best. That's not one of his good things, but you're going to have 2 good. That's one way to build your stats up. He gets in there and then finds Tom Head. Head now swings around on the left boot, called to play on immediately. Wants to go long in the Polglade's direction. Back there is Singleton. Up they go. Spoiled by Singleton in the direction of Ireland, who takes. He's immediately tackled there by Terrigal Avoca, and they're going to have a ball up at centre half forward. 50 metres out from the Terrigal Avoca goal. The Panthers currently 30 points in front as we played 17 minutes in the third quarter. Singleton in the ruck this time. Gets it tapped down. No one in there. As Coughlin's on the ground. Tries to tap it out there. Goes in McKellar also. Ireland's back there. Also back there is Hart for Terrigal Avoca. Get the handball out to Polglade. Handball off to Bishop. The coach is going to line up. He points to the crowd. Runs into Corbin Bond and says, "Thank you very much." The second goal to Chris Bishop. And the Panthers now well on the way.
Yeah, you have to say now they're starting to look very, very good for the flag this year, the Panthers. Well done to Chris Bishop. But when you start seeing it going through the hands of Polglade and those types of players, the danger signs are now starting to appear for Killarney Vale because they are now out to a pretty commanding lead, and it's getting deep into the third quarter. The shadows are getting longer here at number 1, Newcastle. There's not a lot of time left, and you've got to turn around a pretty big deficit.
Yeah, look, it was just too sheer weight. Just the force of the talent they've got running through there. Rick White there now gets the handball. Back it comes there now to Sinclair. He goes long in the direction. Lloyd down there, but it's 2 against 1. Van Dam, Grentel against Lloyd. Taps it back there to Deets. Also back down there is Damon Smith. He comes in there. Kirkman runs in to put the shepherd on Deets and then takes the ball. Handball back. It comes to Rick White on the left boot. He goes danger area there. Up flies Maxie Mumford.
Hello, ladies.
Mark of the day.
Really? Been watching that one back a few times, guys.
Oh, that was a great leap. Went early, hung up there, and was able to hang on to good work by Rick White. You know, so Mumford now comes in. We're right behind him. Needs to convert this. Comes in, 15 out, directly in front, and he's pulled it to the left.
Oh, my goodness. Maxie Mumford, you want to take that one again every day of the week.
Yeah, good mark. Unfortunately, the finish didn't do justice to the mark. It's going to be Fleming plays on quickly into Bishop. He takes the mark in the back pocket in front of Brad Deets. 2 goals this quarter for Bishop. One of the 4 they've kicked. 4 goals to 1 this quarter. They switched it across the ground. Goes
Oh,
back
they're
to
playing
Kurt
with
Fleming. He's just having a little muck around there. Daniel Lloyd chases him, puts some good pressure on him, forces a kick. Goes out there to Tom Eddie flies. I can't take the mark. Corbin Bond goes to ground. Jason Van Dam lies on top of him. Back it comes to Michael Clark. Back it comes to Mumford now. On the left boot he goes. Chips into Brad Deet. Oh, too long. And Bishop takes the mark. Gee, that would have been good to find a target.
Oh, yeah.
Bishop out there uses it to McKellar. Doesn't waste many, does Bishop. McKellar now. Late inclusion during this week as Richardson takes the mark in front of Amity. Richardson right on the 50 in the defensive side for Terrigal Avoca. Using his experience, they know times on that side. They just need to make sure they make every possession count.
Yep.
He does on the left. Looking down there for Goulet. Up he goes, high flying in front over the top of Billings. Boundary line comes in. And John O'Goulet certainly looks pretty rugged at the moment,
he
doesn't he?
looks pretty, doesn't he?
Oh, he certainly does. Got a head knock early in the day. So boundary thrown right in front of the commentary box. A great throw as well. Goulet up against Sinclair. Up they go. Goulet with the open hand. Taps it down there looking for Webster. Island intercepts, however. Ball's held to him. We're going to have a boundary throwing. A ball up, actually. In fact, we won't have a boundary throw. We'll have a ball
Boundary
up.
throw. It's been a long day, guys. We've been going for over 6 hours, mate. It's a marathon.
It is a marathon. As up comes Lockie Head. Throws it up. This time Sinclair. Over the back it comes to Island. Strength gets it back to Amity. Amity on the left boot in the Lloyd direction. Too long for Lloyd. Through for behind.
Yeah, just a game of inches now for Killarney. The passes just aren't quite getting there, or just a bit too high, a bit too long. That's the difference between them getting back into this game and not. They just need to sharpen their radars down a little bit.
But they're getting a little bit tighter. The pressure is still there. And at the end of the day, you can't take away from the fact it is a grand final.
And they're playing a team that's lost once this year who are a very, very good side.
As Hart gets it on the half-back flank, he goes. On the right boot, kicks it up on the centre wing. High flyers required. Heads a high flyer. So is Bond. Play-on's a call. Goulet's at the front. Gets there, but as he's tackled, the ball's going to go out of bounds on the full. Free kick will go to Brendan Lewis. So Brendan Lewis
Doesn't want to be kicking it out of that bench, does he?
No. As Lewis now. On the right boot he goes. Kicks in the direction. Lloyd's coming out. It's not going to reach in there as Richardson spoils Amity. Down the front is Josh Polglaze, who's been rock solid. That's a throw. Play-on's a call there as Lewis gets a handball back across to Smith. Smith runs it through there. James Polglaze up against Bond. They've had a good contest today. Webster's at the front of the pack. He overruns the ball, so James Polglaze goes back. He goes to ground as he's tackled by Evans. Picked up by Van Dam. They just got the numbers. They're just getting numbers to the ball. Pete Van Dam in the direction. Up it goes there. Betson plucks that out of the air.
Wow.
Collins at the front, Edwards at the back, Betson in the middle. He just reached over and took a big grab. And later in the day, the few players have gone down with cramp. The big blokes do not get any smaller.
No, they don't. And he's done that all year. Just that reach we talk about. He's just really, really good at getting his hands where other guys can't.
Betson comes in. We watch him. Has it got the fist pump? No, he hasn't.
No,
He's pushed it across. The wind got hold of that and went to the right. 9-9-63 Terrigal Avoca. 4-4-28 Killarney Vale. 35 points. The difference is a short kick from Lewis finds it White. White between half-back and full-back. He there gets it on the left boot, goes out wide there looking for Ireland. Jackson Ireland takes it on centre wing. Where's his next target? Bit of movement up forward. So he's going to go in more in the centre direction. Not his best kick, but could turn out all right. Numbers there down there is Brad Deach, been one of Killarney Vale's best. On the right boot he goes in the direction of Lloyd, who's also been another best. Back on Van Dam this time, Jason Van Dam. On the left boot, gee, that's skillful play. He finds Pat Shell. Daniel Lloyd.
Smart play, huh?
Excellent play by Daniel Lloyd. You should go back there now. Oh, sorry, it's Paddy Shell, sorry. Good pass by Lloyd. So Paddy Shell could go back and have a shot on goal here.
They just flooded back in now, haven't they?
They have. He should be able to make the distance from there, though. No, he's not. He's going to put it right this where the high flyers need. Up they go. Amity!
Wow!
2:53 game man, Dane Amity. What a fantastic grab in the goal square. And on your record-breaking day, go back and kick a goal, son.
Could this be the catalyst of the charge, Gaz?
It could be. Just something to inspire them.
Inspire your troops. Your teammates love you for it. You see it. It's unbelievable grabbing. He needs to kick it, though. No point getting ahead of ourselves yet. Go and kick it, son. As he comes in very deliberately, cautiously.
Comes in, he
puts
does.
it through.
He's excited about Dane Abbott, and why wouldn't you be after a great mark like that?
That's the sort of tonic that they need. The boys should be up and around saying, Dane, well done, son. We're going to do it for you. Record breaker. He's given so much to the club. If he can do it, these other guys need to go with him.
Certainly can. That's really good. Now the next goal becomes important for the Bombers.
Oh, yeah.
It's about that belief.
Well, the next goal gets in within, within 4 goals. And all of a sudden, Terrigal Avoca start going, God, we've given these guys everything. We thought we've won this grand final 3 times already, and they're still there.
when Daniel Lloyd kicked his 2 goals in the second quarter. The only time they've gone back-to-back all day. It's McKellar, big punch forward there. Coming out is Evans. Also there is Lewis. Also there is Mipser. But he gets it back there to Van Dam. Pete Van Dam kicks it up. Running at it there now is James Polglaze. And he takes a mark, and that's going to be 50 metres. It's going to be 50 metres.
Yes. Boys need to settle down a bit now. You can understand what Coughlin did.
Oh yeah, but you can't.
He just stood
he
there.
Took a mark, but yeah.
He stood. He didn't run into him in the sense of that's just the motion of it was. And
James Polglaze kicks the goal.
He did what he wanted to do, which was make sure he earned that 50.
And that's 10 goals now to Terrigal Avoca. James Polglaze is second, and that answered Killarney Vale's goals. 10-9-69, 5-4-34.
Yeah, it puts a bit of a dampener on the things again for the Bombers. They've got to get up and reassess where they are. Just get back into the game, forget that again, and we start again.
Just getting that back-to-back goals, just proving elusive for them at the moment. Nearly three-quarter time.
Well, the inspiration should be Daniel Lloyd. He's the guy that, you just get it forward, boys. Get it out of the midfield, get it into the forward line, and see what happens. Anything could happen when it's in there.
Lloyd's now moved into the centre of the ground. I think that'd be better served for him up ground myself, but
yep.
Goes out there now to J. Lewis. A hurry kick coming forward there. Off the ground is Evans, but it only falls as far as Sam O'Brien. On the lead there is Head. Good job there by Sinclair to spoil. He'll now back it up himself. He shows the ball one way and he runs through centre wing. He kicks it to half forward down there. Jackson Island, good strength there in front of Hart. Handball it back. It comes to Clark. Clark on the right boot. Gets in there looking for a handball for Lewis, but it's gone too far. And Richardson now on the back pocket, and they'll just set up again. Over the head of Kirkman. Kirkman with the bandages on there from a head clash earlier in the day. Gets it across there now to back. It comes to Josh Polglaze, who's been superb down back. Back it comes to Kirkman again. On the left boot he goes. Kicks into Amity, and the boundary line should win out. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Half forward flank. Killarney Vale's into the ground. Currently trailing by 35 points. Terrigal Avoca this guy. It's been 5 goals to 2 this quarter. Taking an 18-point half-time lead. They've been able to extend that out to 35 points.
It's ticking over 26 minutes, 2 in the quarter. It's been a pretty long quarter for these guys.
And it comes there now to O'Brien. Very taxing the game. It's been very physical. Comes back there now to Wells. He then gets it. Handball the back. Free kick's going to go the way there of O'Brien. Tackle without the ball. A high tackle there by Daniel Lloyd.
Not sure where the answers are going to come from for the Bombers though, Gaz. They're just playing good as a team. I've spoken about how they've worked as a team, which is really good. They're just not quite at the level they need to be at now. They've dropped off a little bit, I'd suggest, since the first and second quarters.
Good mark there by Mitch Betts in front of the Terrigal Avoca faithful. Good kick by O'Brien. So Betts on centre wing, kicks it to centre half forward. Goulet's his target. Goulet flies high, can't take the mark. At the back there is Lewis. Handballs over, but Sinclair gets it. Runs straight through. Over the head there now of Lloyd. Back it comes to Isla. Hurry kick. Only as far there now, however, of Hart. Look at the numbers. They've got 3 ahead of him. Yep. Billings, handballs over the top. James Polglaze, away you go. That's goal number 3 to James Polglaze.
Yeah, never in doubt. Once you turn and we all looked up and saw there was only Panthers in forward of the pack, then you knew they were going to go. It was just a matter of who was going to get it, and it was James Polglaze with his 3rd for the day. We, of course, want to thank all our partners for the 2014 Wilson Security Black Diamond AFL. Wilson Security, Australia's largest and most innovative security provider, delivering a wide range of services to a diverse range of customers. So for all your security needs, make sure you call Wilson on 1300 Wilson. We also thank Prime 7, Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, B&K, Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery, and of course our good friends here at Bar TV.
41 points of margin now as James Polglaze kicks his 3rd goal. It's also back-to-back goals for Polglaze. They're running there. There's a couple they've got there now. Rick White battling hard in the centre. Gets a hurry kick out there. There's a foot race on there. Jackson Island comes up. Handball it back to Castelnuovo, who dropped the ball. He keeps going in hard for it. Also in there is Banbrook, who's done a pretty decent job on James Webster. O'Brien picks it up there now and away they go. They're just working in numbers, however. Going in hard there was Wells. Picked up there by McKellar. Geez, he's very athletic for the big man. Back it comes to McKellar again. On the left boot he goes there. Looking for Goulet. He gets rid of Besley off that there. Flint then done that good tackle there by Bond. Over comes there to Shell. Shell kicks up for Amity. Amity coming one way. Kirkman goes another. Free kick there.
Gavin Kirkman just has no respect for his own body. He throws it at everything.
He does. And he kicks it straight into him. Good work there
He's
by
wanted
him. He
another
goes back
bump.
again. Exactly. Back it comes there to Singleton. Singleton there comes back. But once again, just kick back there and it finds James Hart. Back it comes there to Richardson. He runs straight in there to Ireland. Comes back to O'Brien. They've got the numbers back there. Look at them. It's 5 against 2 there. As they're able to clear it out there. Lewis out there, 1-on-1 with Billings. Comes down there to Lloyd. Going in harder and lower. That time was Betson. Lloyd drags it into Betson, trying to get a holding the ball decision. No, none forthcoming. We're going to have a ball up. Almost three-quarter time here. And you could certainly say that Terrigal Avoca really set up for their second premiership in 3 years, their third overall. And at three-quarter time, Terrigal Avoca, 11-9-75, leading Killarney Vale, 5-4-34.
Goal kickers for Killarney Vale, 1 to Brad Dietz, 1 to Dane Amity, and 1 to Maxi Mumford. 3 goals to Daniel Lloyd for Terrigal Avoca, 1 to Mitch Betson, 1 to Tom Head, 2 to Chris Bishop, 2 to Brendan Harper, 2 to Kirk Fleming, and 3 goals to James Polglaze. As you said, Gaz, yep, pretty commanding lead now by Terrigal Avoca, leading 11-9-75 to 5-4-34 over Killarney Vale. As we head to the three-quarter time break here in the Wilson Security Cup Black Diamond AFL Grand Final, 2014 Grand Final. We'll be back very soon for the last quarter of the season to see who will be crowned premiers of the 2014 season. Welcome back to the number one sports ground here at Newcastle for the final quarter of the 2014 Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup season. Terrigal Avoca currently lead 11-9-75 over Killarney Vale, 5-4-34. Gary, we've got the final quarter to go in what has been a cracking season of Black Diamond AFL.
Certainly has been, mate. It's been really good. We're set up for the last quarter. Killarney Vale, plenty of work to do. Terrigal Avoca in the box seat without a shadow of a doubt.
Certainly goes without saying, Killarney Vale need the first goal.
And the second is Goulet, big fist force, makes a statement right from the start. Fleming goes with Bond. Bond goes to ground, gets it back to Rick White. Met solidly there by Pete Van Dam. It comes out there to Shackleton, picked up there by Pat Shell. Shell goes out there over there, bit of down went Singleton, has actually been moved forward this quarter. Jason Van Dam, back it comes to Jackson Island. Van Dam handballs it back, it comes there as well. Jared Flint smothered off the boot. And it's going to be out of bounds. Right in front of the Killarney Vale faithful.
They come out in good numbers too, Killarney Vale. They've done a good job supporting their team.
Yeah, good crowd today. It comes back over the top there to Bishop. Bishop tackle there, comes into D. He goes in hard, not as hard as James Hart, however, but he's tackled and held the ball up. Daniel Lloyd goes, it puts the fend out there. It's going to be a high tackle. It'll go against Daniel Lloyd, and the free kick will go to Jace Van Dam. Yep. Yeah, they tried to take the kick there. It was Jace Van Dam's kick. So they certainly need goals, and they need them early here at the moment.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But you're not going to get it by putting forearms up. So Daniel just a bit excited about that one.
He's been fantastic. So is Josh Polglaze and also his brother James. Out it goes there now to Jared Flint. Also been an underrated player. On the right boot he goes down the direction of head. Good work by Sinclair. Sinclair's done a pretty good job on him when he's gone back there. But the thing is, by taking Sinclair out of the ruck, I reckon they've lost a bit there.
That's the problem. That's the problem. And that's what we talked about, all of their players now needing to step up. It's not going to be 3 or 4 or 5 guys that are going to win it for them. It needs to be all 18 on the park.
Yeah, even the move from Clark, who's been their rocket centre-half back. It was early in the second quarter. He's actually moved up forward and been there ever since. So, and yet Singleton stayed down back. Just some moves there. Obviously, they've got their reasons for it. And look, you can't question John Pidgeon's coaching. He's done a fantastic job with the Bombers. As it moves forward there, out it comes down the trajectory of Island. Head with Richardson. Back it comes to Shell. Back to Deitch. Back it comes down to Island. Good work by the Bombers. As Island on the right boot goes down there. It's a foot race. Singleton, Hart also down there is Amity to come in and join in. Hart goes to ground. Singleton's over the top of him. They'll be going. Amity gets the ball out. He's immediately tackled over by Jace Van Dam. The ball goes over the line. We're going to have a ball up.
That's where you just need the right bounce. He just couldn't get the right bounce. If it pops up, all of a sudden he's on.
The ball up there, throwing the ball up in the air. Out it comes there now. Sam O'Brien punches it long there. Back it comes to Daniel Lloyd. Back it comes there now. Hurry kick in their direction, but Alistair Richardson's back there. Handballs it off. It comes to Bishop, and the coach goes through centre half back. Kicks it to centre half forward in the Betson direction. Over the back there. Well read by Corey Shackleton. He gets it in the muddy part of the area. A scrappy handball over. He's going to let Fleming come in for Terrigal Avoca. He can't pick it up either, so Rick White comes in. The ball bounces away from him. Bit of slow motion football there at the moment. Tunnel ball there by Shackleton. Back it comes to Brendan Lewis. Been very good again, the skipper. Bounce is going to land on centre wing. Wells up against O'Brien. Wells gets it. Tackled by O'Brien. Play on's the call. O'Brien just worried him out of that. Then kicks the ball over his head. Corey Billings comes in and takes the mark on his chest. The 17-year-old. He's been very good today as well. His forward pressure has been superb. Handballs across to Webster. Webster bumped as he kicks it. Goes to the danger area. Betson just comes straight out. And just the long arms of Mitch Betson takes the mark. And he's going to go back, have a shot on goal from 50 metres out and looking to kick his second goal for the game.
Yeah, just came at the ball with purpose, and it was always going to be his. He was running a straight line through and did exactly what a good forward does, which is take it cleanly, and he's going to kick it right on the 47.
Went in close to the man of the mark. He's not going to make the distance. Good work there by Sinclair. Back to Shackleton. He gets it there now. Handballs it to Lewis. Lewis a kick there, but that's all Terrigal Avoca and all Brendan Harper. And he's going to go back, and he should be able to kick it from there if he wants to. He's then aimed to have a look. So he plays on. He kicks it long off the boot and just misses to the left.
Wasn't much in that one either, guys. I think he liked it, actually.
I'm pretty sure he liked it. We were right behind that, and it looked really good off the boot as well. He's kicked 2 goals today, Brendan Harper. Missed the majority of the season with being overseas, on overseas holiday. He came back with about a month to go in the season.
And he could be a premiership player.
Going to be a premiership player for the second time too, Brendan Harper. As out it comes there, Harper, he's got his eyes on this one as Rick White also. So's Goulet, play on the mark. Right at the top of him is Evans. Should be a ball up here. John O'Goulet been very good in the ruck also for Terrigal Avoca. There's not many poor players out on the ground. They've all given it 100%. There's no doubt about that. As Betson gets it, taps it there over the top. Banbrook can't get it. Comes back there now to Brad Deitch. Gets it on the left boot in the direction of Josh Mipser. Coming out to meet his Singleton. Also there is Lewis. Singleton picks it up. Handballs it back. It comes to Wells. A quick handball back. It comes to Clark. A one-touch kick forward. Brian's there. Also coming back is Ireland. Both a good tack on the ball. Mipser gets the ball. Tackled there by Josh Polglaze. Also in there is Jace Van Dam. Back also in there is Jay Lewis. He gets it. He brushes the tackle of Ireland. Well done to Jackson Ireland, who hung on. Richardson then gets a kick across to Pete Van Dam. Has a bit of a fumble, so he'll run in. That allows Amity to come in and put pressure on. Going back there now is Webster. Webster moves nicely. He's going to go short pass there to Flint. And Jared Flint on the right boot. Kicks it long in the direction of Corey Billins. He's up against Brendan Lewis. What a good contest this will be. Lewis beats him to that. He's going to go two. Well done, Brendan Lewis. Good work. Great work. And he picked it up again. Great work by the Bombers skipper. Fantastic play, inspirational stuff. Dane Amity's now got it. He now gets it on the right boot, left boot, goes in there, up it comes there, comes down to Michael Clark, goes up there, kicks it up there, and a mark's taken there by O'Brien. We've got another interchange infringement, however. It's going to be an interchange infringement. It's going to be 50 metres against Killarney Vale.
Well, if you're ever going to give them away, it's exactly where you want to give
it's not a bad place to give it.
No. Alistair, well, it just depends how long he gives him because Alistair Richardson's a fair kick.
Yeah. And he plays through there, comes from Clark. So Richardson kicks it deep in the direction of Betson. Up goes Polglade through his hands. Free kick there is going to go the way of Rick White. Free kick's going to go to Collins. Oh, we've had those few interchange infringements, haven't we? Once again, we spoke about earlier.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Collins handballs it back. It comes now to Rick White. On the left boot, he goes out there to Brendan Lewis. Probably nearly Killarney Vale's best. He's been superb, as he has been all final series. Handball across to Rick White has also been a good performer today for the Bombers. So White now on the left boot, he goes. Not one of his best kicks, however. It might have been out of bounds. We'll have a boundary thrown right in front of the Terrigal Avoca faithful.
They give him a nice round of applause for his efforts today. Really loving it. Ball in.
Back it comes now to Bishop.
Absolutely creamed Bishop.
Comes back there now to Fleming. Goes out of bounds. It's gone.
7 minutes into the last quarter. Pretty commanding lead now 11-10, 76 to 5-4-34. Terrigal Avoca staring down a premiership in 2014, but it's up to Killarney Vale to do something very, very quickly and very dramatically. But
comes back to Billings now. Back it comes to Goulet. Goulet on the right boot. Kicks it in the square. Polglaze is there. Evans is there. Polglaze can't take the mark.
Just went through. Off hands.
Went through from behind. 11-11, 77. 5-4-34 for Killarney Vale.
Long kick out. Something down the ground here.
50 metres there.
Not sure what that was for. Did you see that was for?
No, it just would have been probably not getting back off the mark, I would have thought, from the kick-in. And Sean Sinclair's going to get.
As the sun disappears here at number one.
And the shadows of the 2014 seasons of just about drawing to a close as Castelnuovo takes the mark on centre wing. He swings now on the left boot. Goes out there in the direction. Island's in there. Also in there is Van. It should be a free kick to Jackson Island.
Yep, and gets it. Needs to go back and really have a big ping at this one. See if he can get something on the board for his team. And if he doesn't do it, he's going to look for an option. No one on the mark. He runs in. No one on the mark.
Goal. And a great kick there. Jackson Island. Well done.
He's worried about his length there, Jackson Island, and when no one stood the mark, he just said, I'll take the extra few yards and I'll kick this one through for my team, and gets his first for the day. Jackson Island.
Good reward for Ireland.
Yeah, gets the 6 for the Killarney Vale Bombers. Still 37 points down, 6 goals, 1 down. They've only kicked 6 for the day, so they'll have to perform an absolute miracle now to double their score in the next 11 to 15 minutes or so.
So back in the middle, Jose O'Brien's going to throw the ball up in the air. Goulet up against Besley. Besley goes up early. The free kick's going to go there against Goulet for a high tackle.
He actually he jumped on his
I think he
shoulder.
nearly kicked on his head.
Yeah.
Kicked it out there, coming in the direction of Betson. Good spoil by Collins. Down it comes to Shackleton, who read that ball really well. Kicking out there towards the trainer. Heading out there is Lloyd. Also there is Coughlin. No one can get there. McKellar's right on Coughlin as well. We're going to have a boundary throw in.
Yeah, we'll just gave him a good look to say, there you go, son. How does that taste? Good
right in
play,
front of
Will McKellar.
Right in front of the... Oh, and up they go. Tapped over the back there by Goulet from Besley. Also there to Castelnuovo. He goes to ground. Bishop picks it up. He runs over the top of it. Ireland gets it in quick there. Taken well by Mifsud. On the turn, he kicks it in quickly. In there to Amity. Goes over the back there looking for Polglaze. Handball it back to Hart. Hart quickly handball only far as Ireland though. He gets a pick up there back to Edwards. Edwards then tackle without the ball. Should have got a free kick there. But Jace Van Dam again. He's going to clear it from defence. He gets it just in time there as he's tackled there. Goes down there one-on-one. Betson up against Collins. Collins has done a good job on Betson as well. They've been a great battle.
Oh.
Betson let Collins get it in and then laid the tackle. But Jordan Polglaze in there. Also in there is Jordan Evans, and we're going to have a ball up in the forward pocket. Terrigal Avoca's into the ground.
You have to admire Terrigal Avoca's ability to, when they know they're not going to win the ball, their next instinct is to tackle the guy with it, and they just don't give you any chance.
And look, and realistically, that's the that's what has been coached in them. That's their game plan. You know, Chris Bishop, it's all about applying pressure. It's all about being able to work when you've got the ball, work when you haven't got the ball.
Yep, they're very good at it.
McKellar on the left boot goes around, tries to swing it around. Quickly comes back there now to White. White there tries to get a handle of it. Comes back on the left boot. Kicks it there to half forward. Goes back there now. It's going to go as far there as O'Brien. Picked up there by Brendan Lewis. Handballs it over the top. It goes there to Brad Dietz. Brad Dietz through the centre of the ground. Back over the head now. Comes to Ireland. Marks in front of Van Dam. And Jackson Ireland on the right boot. Goes long. Edwards is in the seat here. So's Amity. Amity calls Edwards out. And Dane Amity's going to go back and have a shot on goal for his second of the day.
And this is those back-to-back goals we're talking about. They're coming a bit late, but at least they're coming now. Well, he hasn't kicked it yet. I shouldn't say that.
Okay. But the beauty is they're really fighting it right out and not the score not blowing it. They certainly don't deserve a blowout.
No, not at all.
As Amity comes in and he's missed that to the left.
Yep. That was probably the last straw, I dare say, Gary. That was it. That was the one.
Well, you're calling it.
I think I will have to call it, mate. You're six goals down. You're at the 12-minute mark of the last quarter against a very, very good side.
More minutes and goals, though, still.
Yeah, I understand that.
As Josh Polglaze kicks it along in the direction of Tom Head. Over the back it goes there now as Bonds over the ball. Also over the ball is Michael Besley, taken over by Pete Van Dam. Hams it back to Goulet. Handballs it over the top now to Sam O'Brien. Away go Terrigal Avoca again. A spearing pass in there looking for Billings. He goes to ground. Brendan Lewis, however, has got it. He's able to run through it. Gets a hurry kick in there in the direction of Amity. Clark's there also, but the ball hits the ground. Clark picks it up. He's immediately tackled by Jason Van Dam.
Swarmed on.
It's going to be a ball up.
Just swarmed on.
Been fantastic, Jace Van Dam. Absolutely fantastic today.
And that's the thing about that Terrigal Avoca side. They just got some really good players across the whole park.
They certainly have it. Up the back there, it comes down there. Goulet tacks it. He's tackled immediately, however, now also falls into Max Mumford, and he's tackled by one and only, I think that might be Jason Van Dam again.
Yeah, if you're racking up the stats, I'm not sure what they are, but they'll be up there.
Now comes there now. Hurley goes forward again. Jason Van Dam tries to get the kick out. Missed it there already. Jackson Ireland picks it up again. Kicks another goal. And Jackson Ireland has got his second for the quarter.
Hang on, there's a bit of a chat. There's a few of them that think it was touched, but they're going to make it all clear.
Great goal to Jackson Ireland. Back-to-back goals. Just giving themselves that chance. You called it early.
I've called it, mate.
You've called it, have you? 30 points of margin, 13 minutes gone. 2 goals to Jackson Ireland. The only goals this quarter for the Bombers.
For Killarney Vale's sake, I hope I'm wrong, but I dare say I won't be. I thought I was wrong once, Gaz, but I was wrong.
That was only because you thought you were wrong, but you were right. So back in the centre of the ground again. 30 points the margin. 11-11, 77. 7-5, 47. As Goulet jumps over the top there. Coming back is Shackleton. Fends off Delahunty. Caught there. Should have been nearly holding the ball. Back there also now is Rick White. Gets a handball. Comes over to Castelnuovo. Good use of the body there by Goulet. Kirkman picks it up. Goes in the direction of Betson. Betson at the moment. He got away from Collins. And he just had the back. He had the sit. Had the strength and the height. and takes a strong mark. And he'll go back there now to try and kick his second goal.
Yeah, his ability just to leap at that ball is just unbelievable. Just such an asset to have in your forward line. Someone like this who can just get up and take those balls from out of the air the way he does.
So Mitch Betson, 30 metres out from goal. Looks pretty good. You can hear him yelling. The fist pump happening. Goal number 2 to Mitch Betson. The crowd go wild. And Terrigal Avoca can smell that third premiership, second in 3 years.
Yeah, good job by Mitch Betson. He loves the double fist pump, loves the big cry at the end of it, the big cheer, the big bellow across the park. You can always hear him. He loves kicking goals, which is what a good forward should be like. So well done to them. Once again, we want to thank all of our sponsors, Wilson Security, Prime 7, Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, BLK, Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery.
As up they come there now as Goulet gets it down to Delahunty. Back it comes there now to Daniel Lloyd. Goes on there to back to Ireland, who gets it coming forward. He's kicked 2 goals this quarter for Killarney Vale. Van Dam is with him close. He comes back there now to Daniel Lloyd. Gets it out there to Alex Wells. He goes one way, then goes back the other. Kicks it up in the direction of Josh Polglaze. Comes out for it. He goes to ground. Rick White goes to ground also. Alex Wells kicks it off the ground. Goes out there now to O'Brien, who's going to relieve for Sam O'Brien. Gets a handball back to Smith. Amity's there also for Killarney Vale. Got the high tackle with Smith. Play on's a call. And it comes there now, Polglaze. Back it comes to O'Brien. It's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
Yeah, Damon Smith just copped one right on the top of the noggin there. Accidental, but just still put a bit of pain into his head. But he's a tough cookie.
He is. There's plenty of them out there. There's Mumford against Goulet on the right. Goulet takes it out of the right. Comes down there to Daniel Lloyd. Got a throw there. The free kick's going to go the way of Killarney Vale. Free kick will go to Alex Wells.
Just ticked over 16 minutes in this quarter. In the season-ending quarter.
As Wells goes across, looking in the direction there of Edwards, coming in there hard there. Also players from all angles. Brendan Lewis went to ground, and now they come out there from Castelnuovo. He gets a tackle there, applies a tackle on Alistair Richardson. Goes out there also, kicking off the ground there is Hart. Picked up by Billings, who's been very good. A hurry kick going in forward there. Got to fall there for Pat Shell. Back it comes there now across to Rick White. He goes long with that left boot. Down there is Edwards at the front of the pack, but at the back of the pack. Good mark, Jason Van Dam. And then he gets it as well, and he goes out in the direction of Gavin Kirkman. So Kirkman in the back pocket. A spearing kicker there looking for Betson. Collins is there as well, but Betson, good hands.
Strong.
But let's see, Killarney will be happy there with Betson's taking marks on a half-back flank, however. I don't think he can kick a goal from there. But he goes long, kicks in the direction of Polglaze. They just move it down through their big targets. And there, Polglaze forces Shackleton out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. Right in front of the interchange area, on centre wing. Got the blood rule. Coming off the blood rule is James Polglaze. He's going to be replaced by Brendan Harper.
There'll be some sore boys tonight, Gaz, especially if you're in the losing
depends,
side.
Yeah, depends. I don't think there'll be too many sore Terrigal Avoca boys at the moment. As Goulet goes up over the back to Besley. Back it comes there now. Oh, what have we got there now?
Another one. Rogers found another one. Have we worked out who's it for yet, Gaz?
No, not sure who's got it. Well, what's
not really sure.
It's got to be 50 metres as well. Yeah, it was against Killarney. The blood rule was for Terrigal Avoca.
So he's given his 50. He's got to bring it up here. Chris Bishop will have a ping at goal. That's the end result of all that.
Yeah.
Once we work it all out.
Yep.
It'd sort of be quite fitting for Chris to kick another goal and pretty much guarantee that his side, the Terrigal Avoca Panthers, will be the premiers for 2014. Chris Bishop's kicked 2 already today. Having a good look at it. He knows what this goal will mean.
Bishop, left boot, strikes the ball. He puts it in the air.
That's it. He's cheering. He's loving it. The boys come from everywhere. The Panthers are celebrating with him. The coach has done it for his team. 3 goals to Chris Bishop. Well done.
3 goals. He's led from the front. Bishop said he missed last year. Come back this year. Made it count. It's a 42-point advantage.
It'd mean so a lot to him, wouldn't it? When you miss one last year and they lose to City, they come back and he's with it. He's with his teammates. He's with the guys he's worked with for about 10 months. And they are now only about probably 5 or 6 minutes away from holding aloft the historic Black Diamond Cup.
That comes over the back now out to Daniel Lloyd. Peter Van Dam's in there well. Coming back there, they're just forcing the ball forward again through Delahunty. Comes out there to Tom Head. He goes one way, tries to handle too slick there for McKellar. Delahunty comes back. Sinclair runs straight at the ball also. Sinclair against Head again. Sinclair's done exceptionally well. Back it comes to McKellar. He's dispossessed. Back it comes to Head though. Will McKellar. And he's going to get the shot on goal.
He's been good today, Will McKellar.
He certainly has.
Hasn't kicked one yet, but he would be a very deserved goal kicker for his team because he's worked really, really hard.
He certainly has, as I said, included in the side this week following the injury to Sam Borton. And so McKellar comes in, strikes the ball. It's not going to be a goal, however. He's just pulled it to the left.
Had a pretty interesting run up there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Run up and then jump out to the right. 13-12-90, 7-5-47 Killarney Vale. 20 minutes gone, final quarter.
Yeah, not long now.
Kicks it out wide. Comes out there looking for Ireland. Out there with him is Richardson. Ball's bouncing fickle. It's going to be a free kick. It's going to go the way of Alistair Richardson. And looks like the Pennant Hills player, former Pennant Hills player, is going to be in a premiership side. He's got to kick the ball from outside.
He's just been such a good general for him all year, Richardson. That back line, just that thrust we talked about. You call him the halfback. He just directs the play from that halfback line for the Panthers, and then he's built so many good raids off his foot.
He's just there. He joined the side late, and that goes over the head of Singleton. It's going to be marked by Corey Billings. It'll be quite just if Corey Billings goes back and kicks a goal, because he's certainly been assisted in probably 3 or 4 goals with unselfish play.
Yep.
And the 17-year-old is going to go back and kick a goal, and he knows that in 5 or so minutes' time, he's going to be a premiership player.
Yeah, look at him.
Goal to Corey Billings, and that's goal number 14 for Terrigal Avoca.
Just such a invaluable experience to be able to be a premiership player at 17. His quality just is unbelievable, Corey Billings, and hopefully the Panthers will get a long service out of him because he's a very, very good young player.
I think you're talking to Chris Bishop earlier in the year, and he said that Corey Billings come up to him, and the very talented young kid comes through all the academies. He sort of said, "Oh, look, Bishop, I might just go back and play second division this year. Don't really want to get too committed." And Chris Bishop basically said to him, "Well, you won't be playing second division at our club. So you're a better player. If you want to go play second division, I'm not going to stand around and watch you play second division football and waste your talent." So full credit to Corey Billings. He buckled down, and now he's going to be a premiership player.
And credit to Chris Bishop for being honest with him.
Yep. It's good where Jackson Island. Still working hard is Ireland. Still working hard at Killarney Vale. There's no doubt about that. They've never tossed the towel in, that's for sure.
No way.
In the end, I think just the talent and the class of Terrigal Avoca has just sort of got them over the line.
Yep.
But Ireland's going to go back. I'll take a good kick from here late on a Saturday afternoon. He's nice kick, a bit of a floater there, however. Over the back goes. Good mark.
Unbelievable.
Great mark taken there by Ryan Coughlin.
Geez, that was a good mark.
And Coughlin's going to go back and have a shot on goal. I've taken some good marks in the square today, Killarney Vale.
Yeah. Both teams have taken some cracking marks.
There's been some good marks all day, to be perfectly
honest.
honest.
There's been good football.
Ryan Coughlin comes in, runs around, and swings it across the body. First goal of the day for Ryan Coughlin, and that's goal number 8 for Killarney Vale. Full credit to them that they're still able to fighting the game right out.
Yep,
and a good mark.
Scoreboard ticking over.
Yeah, 43 points. If they can get another, it'd be nice for them to get another couple before we finish and get it back to around a 5-goal margin. They've certainly deserved that.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree. And once again, we want to thank all of our partners in the 2014 season. Wilson Security, the major partner this year. It is the Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup. Been a fantastic support. Prime 7, Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, BLK, Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery, and of course, Bar TV.
Back in the middle we go there. John O'Goulet jumps over the top of him again. Running out the attack ball is Castelnuovo. Picked up now by Alex Wells. He gets a hurry kick there. Ireland at centre forward against Richardson. A good strong mark by Richardson. He takes there. He goes off the left boot. Finds it in there to Fleming. Fleming the centre of the ground. Back it comes now to Cameron Grandel. Playing his last game, so he says. Good to go out a premiership winner. Over the back it goes there now to Harper. James Polglazer's there as well. Tackled there by Sinclair. He brushes one tackle. Brushes two. He's going to run in.
Wow.
And kick a goal. James Polglaze. Goal number 4. And he did it with some flash moves. That is for sure.
That was unbelievable. Geez, he was slick through some heavy traffic. Good work there to keep it in there. I think it was Corey Billings kept it. I'm not sure who that was. But might have been Brendan Harper, actually kept it in without going out.
Harper.
Found James Polglaze and just tiptoed his way through some heavy traffic, put it on the right foot and kicked the goal. 4th for the day.
Yeah, good work there by Polglaze. He's certainly been a very, very good player, without a doubt.
Good player.
Yeah. And that's the 100 up for Terrigal Avoca as well. 15 goals. I said that you need 15 to beat them.
Yep, you did say that, Gaz. You were bang on the money once again.
Yep. Because they've just got the firepower. And they've done a pretty reasonable job, the Killarney Vale defence, on the big four, but just everyone else has popped up. You can't control them all the whole time. As Sinclair comes back there, Tom Head, for example, they've only kept him on one. He kicks it up high, running in there. Is Lewis running back with it there. Good, courageous play by Castel Nuvo. Max Mumford's had a bit of the fumbles all day. Can't take those. Webster goes back. Bambrook follows him. Wells attacks him. Polglaze gets a handle of it. Comes to Delahunty.
Here we go.
He wants to get on the goal kicking list. It's not going to be this time, though. Betson's there. Up go the long arms. Good spoil from the fence. Falls there now to Tom Head. Also in there was Smith. Come out is Sinclair, though. Good handball by Besley out wide to Brendan Lewis. He's going to run onto it. He's going to have a run around the centre wing. He has one bounce, then quickly gets it out there. You're looking out there for Evans. He slipped at the opportune time, and Hart's able to chip in and take the mark. James Hart, underrated defender. Certainly once again been very hard to beat. Had a bit of his hands full early with Daniel Lloyd. He chips it in short, does Hart, looking for Grenell, but Lloyd, speaking of the devil, is able to spoil that and then get at the handball. Comes out there now looking up there for Fleming, and away goes the dasher from Terrigal Avoca. In there looking for Jared Flint, who's moved up forward. Shackleton there is able to spoil it as Flint can't take the mark at the first grab, and it's out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. 25 minutes gone in the final quarter. It's Terrigal Avoca, 15-12, 102. They're going to be the premiers for 2014. They lead Killarney Vale 8-5-53. In the earlier games today, the second division saw Newcastle City 14-12-96 defeat Terrigal Avoca 11-10-76. And in the first division grand final was Wyong Lakes 14-12-96 to 12-9-81 Newcastle City. So premierships are shared around. It's going to be Newcastle City, it's going to be Wyong Lakes, and it's also going to be Terrigal Avoca.
It's been a really good game, a good day of football, I should say, guys. Unbelievable. Really, really good.
And John O'Goulet is going to come back there. He's going to have a shot on goal from a 50. We've seen a few of those today.
We've seen quite a few of those today. Actually, it'd be in record numbers. They've come in a flash. John O'Goulet walks in. Hasn't kicked one today.
He's certainly been good. He's happy now. He's kicked the goal.
And
good work there.
Goal kicker too, John O'Goulet.
To John O'Goulet. He's first for the day. He went off early after a head clash and then was able to come back on. He then moved into the ruck. And he's certainly been a sterling performer.
Yeah, it's no doubt. He's had a great season, and in fact, some of the games were won off the back of John O'Goulet's performances, and really fitting for him to get a goal in the grand final and celebrate with a goal next to his name. So well done to John O'Goulet.
So 55 points the margin now. Certainly been very, very convincing.
Yeah, it's been an excellent performance. Look, we expected them to really give this premiership a shake, the Terrigal Avoca. They were the red-hot favourites, and they are proving why.
Goulet over the top again. Only lost one game all year, and that was to Newcastle City in round 15. But not only the one loss, but as I said earlier on, they've just been a dominant side all year in the way they won games. As over the back goes there, good work there by Singleton. Should be penalised for holding the ball, and he is. Good free. The free kick's going to go to Bryce Singleton. James Polglaze thought he probably should have got a free kick.
Battle of the headbands.
Exactly, it was. It goes in short there now, but Goulet marks play on's a call there. Probably could have got that. Kirkman now on the left boot. Goes in there. Polglaze is going to get it anyway. In the goal square, he's going to go back and look for goal number 5.
James Polglaze, what a class act. And what a good performance for these guys to just keep coming and coming. They could have rested on their laurels as James Polglaze goes back. He's banged in 5 for the day, guys. 5 goals in a grand final winning team.
Well done, James Polglaze. Certainly been the most damaging forward on the ground, not only with the conversion with the 5 goals, but also his marking.
Yeah, just his presence around the ground. It's been unreal. His run, his handballs, been a really good player.
So not long to go now. We're ticking over, almost 29 minutes gone.
Fantastic season, Gaz.
Just delaying the inevitable. Been a good year. The introduction of Muswellbrook, the entrance Baddo Bay, have certainly been great for our competition.
Yes.
The 2 extra sides have come in as well. I think the standard, the number that we've had playing, we've topped the 1,000 mark for the first time, and just all the clubs have done really well. Jackson Island has a shot on goal. The wing gets hold of that. It's going to go around the
having a wonderful naming rights partner. Who's
that's right, Wilson Security. Fantastic to have them on board, and even more fitting is the fact that they've re-signed again for 2015.
Excellent.
Thanks very much to Wilson Security for their support. And we hope for a long and fruitful relationship. BLK, our apparel supply, we've just signed on for them for a further 3 years also.
Excellent.
So, things are looking good. 2015, sides are already preparing now.
People have had to put up with us for a year.
Exactly. Bar TV, we thank them. Nelson Bay coming into the Black Diamond Cup competition for the first side and being really good. But, look, Bar TV, our coverage, live coverage of a match of the week, every week is what a boost that is for our competition. We hope to have them back next year. Not next week. Won't be here next week.
I won't be here next week. You can come and keep calling if you want.
Good tackle there on Banbrook against Lewis. They're still working hard. Not long to go now as we're ticking over 30 minutes. The siren can't be long away as Banbrook's going to go back. He's on 50. It's going to be Terrigal, Avoca who are going to be premiers and worthy premiers at that. Handballs it off the back to Amity. Amity goes out there, kicking over the back there, looking for Lewis. It's probably going to be quite fitting that Brendan Lewis is going to go back and have a shot on goal. He's been probably their best player today. Probably one of their best through the final series. A great leader. He's only a young player.
Only young. He was trying to pump him up when they came out in the second half. He was giving it to him. But he met every single player as they ran out past him.
A really good leader. Hopefully he can come back and convert. As the siren goes, he's kicked the goal though. Brendan Lewis is going to kick the last goal of the year. But all plaudits are going to go the way of Terrigal Avoca, 2014 premiers, by the tune of 17-12, 114, Killarney Vale, 9-5-59. So a 55-point margin in favour of Terrigal Avoca. And look, full credit to Chris Bishop and his side.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Chris Bishop and the Terrigal Avoca Panthers. 2014 Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup premiers. And also congratulations to Killarney Vale. I'll quickly run through the goal kickers. Brad Dietz with one, Brendan Lewis with one, Dane Amity with one, Max Mumford and Ryan Coggan also got one, Jackson Island got two, and Daniel Lloyd got three. For Terrigal Avoca, one goal to John O'Gourlay, Corey Billins and Tom Head. Mitch Betson with two, Brendan Harper with two, Kurt Fleming with two, 3 goals to Chris Bishop, and 5 goals to James Polglaze in a grand final winning side. A fantastic result. Well done to you, Gary Birkinshaw. We'll thank you for your call. We'll get you down there to present the victors all of their spoils, and we'll just finish up here pretty soon. Once again, thank you to all of our wonderful partners, Wilson Security, Prime 7, Newcastle Herald, Star 104.5, BLK, Sports Coast Trophy and Embroidery, and Bar TV as the rains come down on cue for the final, as the final siren sounded. I'm Ivan Spurs, and on behalf of myself and Gary Birkinshaw, it's been a fantastic year, and we've thoroughly enjoyed bringing all of the Black Diamond action to you, and we look forward to a long, long time of bringing more webcasts to you. We thank everyone for following us, and we congratulate Terrigal Avoca, the 2014 Wilson Security Black Diamond Cup premiers. Well done, and we'll see you next year.
We'll go get changed, come back out, eh?
No, you're right. Yeah. Should we stop them in a moment?
No?
I'll get through it. Is Gary here? Gary. He's playing? Oh, here he comes. Here's my man. Thanks, mate. We'll be right.
You're right?
Yeah, thanks, mate. Yeah.
All right, sweet.
Yeah. Just be careful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just while the rain's here, we'll just quickly do the presentations. Congratulations go to both Killarney Vale and Terrigal Avoca on a fantastic game of football. Should put our hands together on a fantastic effort. Chris, could you just bring your side round the front, please? Just before we start, just like to thank our sponsors, Wilson Security, Newcastle Herald, Prime 7, Star 104.5, Sports Coast Trophies, BLK and Bar TV. Also like to thank the umpires for today, field umpires Lachlan Head, Josh Duffy Sykes, Joe O'Brien, boundary umpires Nick Hickson, Cooper Williams, Cameron James, goal umpires Richard Cornish, Paul Best, and emergency umpire Roger Crowhurst. We put our hands together for the umpires, please. Up on stage, I'd like to welcome BDAFL Life member Gary McBain. The Best on Ground trophy is named after Gary, and it's great to have you here, Gary, so thanks very much. And the Best on Ground award today goes to Terrigal Avoca, number 21, Jason Van Dam. Thank you very much for that, Gary. Well done, Jason. I'd now like to call on Brendan Lewis, the Killarney Vale captain, to come up and say a few words.
First of all, congratulations to Terrigal, Bish and the boys. You're obviously the best team all year and you showed that today. We tried to stick it to you, but obviously just fucking ran out of legs in the last quarter, so congratulations on your win. To all the supporters that came up, I know how much effort you went to put all that stuff together, so we really appreciate it. Unfortunately, it couldn't get us over the line today. We said at the start of last year that we knew we were a good football side, but we wanted to go to being a great football side. We fell one step short of that today. It hurts a lot, it's really disappointing, but I hope we can keep this playing group together and hopefully be back here on this day next year, but with the shoe on the other foot. So thanks.
Thank you very much, Brendan. Well done to John and yourself and your team for a fantastic effort. I'd now like to call on the Terrigal Avoca captain, Jason Van Dam, to come up and say a few words.
First of all, commiserations to the Bombers. You're a good young team. We've got a lot of respect for you. You've got a fantastic coach and captain, so stick together, stay safe over the weekend, and have a real crack next year and have a big pre-season, boys. Thanks for the effort today. Really hold your head up high. Thanks to the umpires as well. We won't be here without you, so thanks very much. The crowd as well, both teams. I think it was played in good spirits today, and both crowds are very vocal, so thanks very much for making the trip up the M1. And yeah. Congratulations, Panthers. We've fucking done it again. So good stuff, hey, boys? Let's get amongst it.
Well done, Jace. Thank you very much. I'd now like to call the Terrigal Avoca president, Chris Aiken, onto stage to assist with the presentations. We're going to start with number 1, James Polglaze. Number 2, Damon Smith. Hop down, mate. Yep. Number 3, James Webster. Number 4, Kurt Fleming. Number 5, John O'Goulet. Number 7, Gavin Kirkman. Number 8, Brendan Harper. Number 9, Jay Lewis. Number 10, Peter Van Dam. Number 12, Corey Billins. Number 13, James Hart. Number 14, Will McKellar. Number 15, Jared Flint. Number 17, Will Delahunty. Number 20, Mitch Betson. Number 22, Cameron Grentle. Number 24, Sam O'Brien. Number 25, Alistair Richardson. Number 27, Josh Polglaze. Number 29, Tom Head. The coach, number 28, Chris Bishop. Stay up there, Bish. And the captain, number 21, Jason Van Dam. Yeah, you pass it up to Chris. Chris? You get that one first.
Which one? This one?
That one, and then you go up there. I'll now get Chris to present first the Black Diamond Cup and also the 2014 Premiership Trophy to the 2014 Premiers. And that is Terrigal Avoca. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the 2014 Black Diamond season. Thanks very much for your involvement. Hope to see you all back in 2015. Travel safely. Thank you.